Perfect. Okay. Once again, welcome back to ARCANE CRITSTERS. Group 2. In this campaign, the race to Shifter's Vale. If you recall, the other group had a bit of a mishap with some sort of planar rift, encountered some mysterious entity known as Mist, as well as the dragon himself, who arrived through a portal to investigate the mystery of the planar disruption. But this is a different story, a different people, and a different place. Africa. A continent, again, of many peoples, places, towns, villages, city-states, and other assorted groups. Is a world of much history, and a world of many stories, one of which we'll tell now. To the east, the dragon reigns, have control over big swaths of Ithaca's plains. He arrived mysteriously about 22 years ago, and ever since has been instituting the religion of the Blood Wardens and recruiting followers to take over Ithaca in the name of the greater good. We begin our story with one of these aforementioned Blood Wardens and his trustworthy companion in their research lab. Harry and Logan, would you please describe your characters?
So, what you will be seeing is a dwarf, roughly 4 feet 6. This guy looks really dirty. Hasn't taken a shower in ages. There's blood all over his face, all over his left hand and everything, you know.
My character, Abella Joan, is in a similar scenario, working just with her hands on a few little trinkets, attempting to create something. She is a human turned tiefling, and perhaps is trying to get rid of that tiefling half through these mechanical ventures.
Harry, what was your character's name?
Yes, sorry. The dwarf name would be Kalmir and
Well, Kalmir, what does your lab look like? What sort of equipment are you using, and what studies are being conducted with therein?
Half of the lab you will see is more or less kind of like a blacksmith shop, if you will. The other half, certainly it won't be a chemistry lab, but it will be the closest medieval equipment you would find.
Okay, sure. I'd like to think that you maybe had like built windows into the wall, but then covered with the curtains so you couldn't see there actually wasn't outside.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
And of course, anyone nearby would hear the of pounding away at the forge. Within your various containers around you, there is a bit of strange ore. Rather than the various metallic colors you might find in the rock of normal ores, these ones are bright white silver colored that have a faint soft glow. This is a material that you and some of the similar miners have discovered recently and are working to investigate its effects. So, as that goes, would you please, both of you, make nature checks for me?
Nature checks.
Oh wow, that's a 2.
That is a 12 for me.
12, okay. Starting out strong. Yes, well. The results are not being promising at the moment. This doesn't seem difficult to work with. It's hard to melt. It seems very reactive to pretty much everything, but it's difficult to make it do anything functional.
So sodium.
Or something similar.
Someone asked in chat what a blood warden is.
Oh,
That's a very good question. A blood warden is the dragon's personal brand of magic user. When he arrived on the continent, he began this system of carving arcane symbols into people's hands. As those symbols gave the people that used them the power to conjure this kind of metal called sanguium out of thin air. Indeed, I believe as you're working around, you might use that sanguium to pull tools into your hand, or even conjure tools themselves that might help you with your experiments.
Certainly. That's why the blood. That's why his left hand is blooded.
And yes, so as the bloodworms use their power, they must coat the blood mark in blood in order to activate their powers, which leaves them often with a very fearsome appearance. Suddenly, there is a blinking green light from off in the corner. That is your standard issue sending stone that allows you to make contact with your superior. The sending stone is blinking, waiting for you to pick it up. What do you do?
Oh well, I suppose someone's calling me again. How does it work? Like, do I just tap on it or something?
Yes. So each sending stone has a rune shaped like a face with its mouth open, and that rune is what's lit up at the moment. So all you have to do is hit the rune, and your voice will connect you to whoever's on the other side. This one is linked to one currently in the possession, as far as you know of General Icarus, who's your direct superior.
Well, looks like my boss is calling me, so I better pick it up, I guess.
You do that. I will be continuing just with my stuff, you know?
You know, try not to make anything explode like last time.
I'll try not to.
I thank you for your effort. I go to there and pick it up.
You hit the rune, and something, the light blinks out, and a voice comes through from the other side. It's a bit tinny and obviously magically translated, but understandable. Hey, Kalmir, how's it going?
What do you mean, how it's going?
Well, I gave you that time to work on your experiments, and you promised to update me, but it's been a whole week now, and I'm just sort of wondering how it's going.
Ah, yes. Give me 1 moment, please. Turn around to you and just make something up.
Would he hear that?
He probably whispered it, so this don't.
Yeah.
Just say that the project is going good. It's in its testing stages. We'll get it to you in a week.
Ah, perfect. Yes, General. As my lab assistant has just informed me, we're making great progress. But we do require some extra time, so if I may, I just hang it up.
Before you do, he says, "Oh, wait just a moment. I'm not sure it's gonna be possible. You see, the big man calling all the blood wardens in for what seems to be a big project."
What? Do you have any sort of specific information you want me to relay to you?
Well, supposedly he's sending out a whole lot of search parties, but only some. He needs a whole lot of blood wardens to lead them. He's apparently he doesn't trust them unless they have a trusted servant at their head.
Well, I suppose I can tell you right now, this thing is unstable, really dangerous, and explosive.
Ah, well, that's unfortunate. Do you think you could bring it around? I'm sure all the other scientists here would love to have a look at your work, even if it is a little unstable.
Where, specifically speaking?
Ah, well, supposedly they're congregating at Manar.
Yeah, but you see, here's the problem. As I was saying, it's really unstable. In fact, if it sees sunlight, it will explode. I am lying.
Okay. Oh well, that is unfortunate. I'll inform the rest of the men here. However, we still really like to have you, and unfortunately, I don't know how much longer I'd be able to even give you on that project of yours, if you haven't demonstrated any valuable results yet.
Well,
Maybe we should go. I'm whispering, of course, but
yeah, but what can we even give them?
we can't give them anything. Realistically, we don't have anything to give, but we need more time.
What's your plan?
Walk up, convince them somehow, maybe do a few little magic tricks for them, and get as much time as we can.
Very well. When would you like to see us?
Well, as soon as possible. It's almost morning now, so if you could just pop on over by the end of the day, that'd be right nice.
Perfect. I will see to it.
Oh, that's wonderful. We're looking forward to seeing you. Oh, by the way, are you still with that hot tiefling?
Which one?
Oh, you know. You brought her around last summer.
Yes, they're still here.
Oh, that's great. I'm sure she can't hear us, but do you mind taking her along? We could use some of her expertise.
I will, yeah, sure.
Ah, that's great. We're looking forward to seeing the both of you. Best of luck to you. And the room puffs away.
Hands in my face. Good excuse, I guess, for me to tag along.
Well, here's just a random idea I have. We go there and but we don't actually be there. We just go some random other place and we got attacked by a group of medic or something.
So your plan is to go somewhere else and lie.
I mean, well, the original plan is to go there and lie, but considering they won't be liking the lies to begin with, I would assume being somewhere else will help us.
I guess we could. Do we have a way to, make it seem like we got attacked?
I point to those rocks. Well, those things actually do explode. That bit wasn't lying.
Okay.
I like to think that you just found a sulfur vein.
Yeah.
Okay, here's the plan. We go to the forest, and we blow ourselves up.
Well, I was thinking more blow the surrounding up, not us.
Okay. I guess that's a plan.
Okay, let's see to it then.
I'm glad that we agree.
Alright. Cutting away.
It's a plan, alright, but not a good one. Not a good plan.
So, 10 minutes into session 1, we blow ourselves up. I love how the fact that we have an artificer and a blood warden, and somehow the blood warden is the one trying to blow things up, not the artificer.
Where's your artillery gun?
That's good.
Yeah, where's your nuke?
Next level. Trust level.
Okay, cool.
So we cut away now to Eggberts Elementary Academy for Gifted Aarakocra. It is only a short while away in a forest that slopes up the side of a mountain. Towards the very north part of the mountain, there is there's a large village of houses built into the branches of trees. This is the Aarakocra village. And in fact, Rachel, what is the name of the Aarakocra village that you come from?
Oh, the name. Oh.
Yes.
Home.
Home?
Home.
Straight to the point.
Or the nest if we want to make it.
Yes, Nest Home. The
Nest Home. It has two names. To the people who are not from it, Nest. From the people who are...
No, this does track with how cities are usually named.
Fair enough.
Yeah, alright. So the city of Home, as Aarakocra standards, is this sprawling metropolis of high wooden buildings and reaching and spires that are built out with many roosts and interlocking cables to keep them connected to all the trees around them. At the center of Home is, as I said before, Eggberts Elementary Academy for Gifted Aarakocra, the most prestigious Aarakocra school throughout all of Aetherca, at least as far as the Aarakocra of Home know.
That's right.
And that is where we find a graduation ceremony for one Eggberta.
Eggberta the Fourth. Let's go.
Eggberta the Fourth and her classmates. Eggberta, would you please describe your character?
Yeah. Can I show a picture?
You can show a picture. However, I would also prefer a visual description.
Okay.
I don't know how well the picture's gonna go on camera.
So, Eggberta is an Aarakocra. They're like bird people, meaning feathers, whatever. They have the claws for legs and arms, and then they also have wings on their back. The bird that Eggberta is a chicken, specifically a feral chicken.
Real.
So,
Oh no.
it'll be on the wiki later. Yeah, so feral chicken, colors brown, reddish. Probably go a little bit on the cottagecore aesthetic.
Up on the stage, there is a wizened Aarakocra, perhaps even the ripe old age of 45, at least by Aarakocra standards. He has wrinkled feathers and patchy skin, but in a pair of spectacles that he has had specially commissioned from out of town. Today is a grand day for all of you youngsters. You are becoming adults, becoming the next step of your life. He reaches into his bag and pulls out a scroll, checks it over, and puts it back in.
Is this the principal?
Yes, this is the direct descendant of the very first Eggbert, of course, Eggberts is the model by which all of Aarakocra standards set their moral and religious background, obviously.
Obviously.
And this wizened Aarakocra is his direct descendant and the principal of Eggberts Academy.
You got this, Principal Egbert!
Yeah, thank you. Yes, at the grand age of 4 years old, you become an adult and will venture out into the world to accomplish your dreams. At the back of the group, listening in, is what appears to be a man up until the waist down, save for his horns and hairy body. And from the waist down, he has the 2 hind legs of a goat. Dylan, would you please describe your character?
Yeah, of course. So hi, my character, I will be playing Daros Grax. And to give you a good mental image of this guy, for the Aarakocra graduation festivities, I am wearing this little cute overall with these like painted little chicken eggs on them, and a green shirt underneath it. And I have a little straw hat on top in order to match the straw-colored hair that I have as well. I have brown roots, but then I have like blonde like tips coming out from out of it, I guess. And my clothes, like the appearance I'm trying to give is like super kind of like cheerful, like oh my god, look, he fits in. But my face looks like really like sunken in. It's like almost like the vitality was kind of like stealing from it. And my eyes, even though they're like these like nice like shade of like amber, there's like a little like dullness to it. Like the light doesn't really reflect off of the irises in like the way that like you normally would with like other like human or like fit creatures.
Okay. Because yes, indeed, you are a fey creature, and but you are in the material realm now, and you have been for, I believe, multiple years. The principal, the principal finishes his pronunciation speech, and walks off stage muttering about his afternoon porridge. You would normally be released. But instead, a human walks up on stage from behind a makeshift curtain. He is long black hair and robes with what looks to be you wouldn't know this, but looks to be the blood mark symbol on the front of his tunic. He gets up on stage and he makes a bow with his fingers together. Hello.
Hi.
Hello. The chorus of hellos from all the Aarakocra.
I just waved them back.
It is a pleasure to be here today, and I must say, I am most honored to be invited to such a prestigious academy. I was not aware that you all were all so young. Which makes this next part a little tricky, but I will say that I have nothing but the highest respect for this organization and the people within it. Without further ado, I do not know if you have heard of the new power within the kingdom. He is called the Dragon, and he is Tell me, how have you heard of the dragon?
I've been in the material plane long enough. Like I've heard of the dragon coming in, and have been like starting to like start like the blood wardens and stuff like that. I'm not really in it though for the fact that he's starting like the blood warden like cult organization or whatever. I'm more interested in him because he's a dragon, and it's within my best interest to see if I can find others like him.
All right. Yes. We are very grateful for his protection and services to the realm. And I came here today on the dragon's behalf to have a grand opportunity for anyone who wishes to apply. Yes, you.
Are dragons, like, I heard this one time, but I, like, wasn't sure, and since, like, you would know. Are dragons like dinosaurs? Like T-Rexes?
Do we know about dinosaurs in this setting?
Tough decision time.
Ooh. I like to think that they're mythical beasts in the sense that people have perhaps taught of them as these legendary creatures that no one has ever seen one.
So they're like dinosaurs but legendary.
Yes. They are similar nature to the legends of the dinosaurs, but no, the dragon is much greater. He is a man with more. He is the conqueror of this world and its greatest protection. Now, today, anyone who wishes will have the chance to not only meet him, but serve him in one of his greatest quests so far.
Hell yeah!
You, Seda, I assumed you were one of the instructors here. Are you...
Nuh-uh.
Very, very well. I wasn't expecting this, but,
He's my +1 for the graduation.
Of course. In fact, you notice that there are a couple of older Aarakocras kind of hanging out next to you. They it seems like everyone's kind of like they're all in a clump, but it's like moved away from you. Like they're not really sure what to make of you. You've been around long enough that they know you, but not enough that they're comfortable around you.
That's fair. It's understandable. I don't have wings. I can't fit in.
Of course. So the yes. Well, I will be taking names later, and anyone who wishes to engage in this glorious quest, you come to me, and you will have that opportunity. Thank you. And he walks off stage to talk with some of the Aarakocra elders. So, what do you two do?
So, okay, so I go to...
I go over to where you are.
Okay, so
like,
this is our inn. I guess this is my inn, but like you can, I have to meet him.
I really want to know if like they are related dinosaurs because like there's like I read about it where chickens are like the closest relative to like the T-Rex. So like are we cousins with dragons too?
Wait, so like are you related to the
We're
dragon?
cousins with dragons too, right?
Wait, you're related to the dragon?
I don't know. I think we're like long lost cousins.
Wait, that's our inn. We have to tell the man. We have to tell the human because that might get us like closer. That one might get us like to the dragon faster. Because I really need to talk to him.
We could do a DNA test about it.
Yeah. Okay. We have to tell him.
Is that actually a thing?
No, it is not. I apologize.
Okay, so we don't have modern genetics.
Okay, we can do the blood mixing thing and test if the blood's work.
Yeah, he knows blood. So it's like, I think it will work. I don't see why not. Okay, let's go to him.
There are a couple of young Aarakocras that are scampering up to the to the human and chattering to him. He turns to them and he seems kind of overwhelmed, but he's trying to get through. He has a scroll out. He's taking down names. It's all very official, but he seems a little overwhelmed.
Can we draw their attention so there are less people around the guy?
Guidance or thorn whip, but I'm not doing that to my fellow birds.
Okay, I'm gonna go up to the children.
Yeah.
And I'm just gonna yell, "Free graduation worms in room 23B!"
Make a deception roll.
Can I do guidance?
Yeah, sure. So can you describe what happens when you cast guidance?
Pat on the back.
That's awesome.
You pat him on the back, and a ring of light burst out from where he touched you on the back.
Cool.
Okay, yeah, a dirty 20.
Yeah, dirty 20.
There was a collective, and then as people are speaking over themselves, running towards Craftsroom 22B.
Gosh.
Exist.
I assume you've been around long enough to know that that there is indeed a room 22B. However, now the human he's left alone with carrying a scroll goes, where did they all go?
Hi, Daros of Future House of Grax. Nice to meet you.
He puts the quills. An Edgar of House Bod. but you were the one who had heard of the dragon.
I have. I have been around the material plane for a couple of years.
That's good to know. Good to know that our influence is spreading, and that hopefully we'll have more followers for the grand protection of Aarakocra in soon.
Yeah. So listen, I think it would be very beneficial if you let me and my close friend Eggberta be part of the quest and meet the dragon.
I have a follow-up question from earlier. What do we get from joining?
Well, you get the opportunity to be part of the grand unification of the world, and of course the benefits of being under the dragon's direct command. We have an increased standard of living, healthcare.
So what makes us different from the actual blood wardens or like the sanguine marks?
Well, I am not a blood warden myself, but serving the dragon, I am told that you all will have the chance to not only become a blood warden if you so wish, but to engage on a quest of the dragon's personal design. He has many needs in the world and can't be everywhere at once, so he requires assistance from the likes of common adventurers and those willing to seek and brave the dangers of the world in order to further the grand unification.
Are dragons also born from eggs?
I can't say I know that. The dragon is the first dragon I've ever met, and I must say he is a wonderful man. Dragon.
So you've met him?
Yes, I met him once at a career fair.
Hey!
And
You go to them too!
and are we meeting the dragon at a career fair, or like in his personal like castle or whatever?
Well, I suppose it would depend on how you fare in the trials.
The trials?
Well, sure, the trials, of course. He must test to see who's worthy of joining his grand cause.
So we don't get to meet him immediately. We just get to meet him after we...
We don't choose to advertise that part, but he's very busy and has a lot of purposes, so you will, should you so succeed.
I vote we do this so we get that 0.001% chance of meeting the dragon so I can ask my questions.
What is the pass rate? Like, what are...
That's right, so well, this is the first ever trials that we have held, so I suppose it would depend on who we get to do it.
Is this like a battle to the death kind of thing?
No, nothing so barbaric.
Because I mean, I would win, but like also like...
Confidence.
You and me both, brother.
Confidence.
Wait,
No.
Is who we're talking to also an Aarakocra?
No, he is a
He's
human.
a
Human.
Yes. No, nothing so barbaric. I have not been yet filled in on the details of the trials, but...
So you know about as much about the trials as we do, then?
Well, knowing the dragon and his goals, he would not seek to kill innocents for the purpose of proving something.
I see.
Sounds good enough for me! Let's go!
If it's a chance to meet the dragon, I guess I'll have to take it.
Perfect. Well, we'll be departing this afternoon after your graduation celebrations, I'm sure. But for now, if you just write on this scroll your name, I can write it if you have not been taught your writing yet.
I mean, we got taught about, like, weight and drag and, like, flying, because, like, birds.
Of course,
and
right.
stuff, but, like,
How about I read what we're signing for the both of us, and I'll write.
can you write my name?
Yeah.
It's actually nothing to read. It's actually just a list of names that he's been taking down in order to leave that afternoon.
Okay.
Can you write my name? I've been told, like, my handwriting looks like chicken scratch,
Yeah,
so...
yeah, of course.
Thanks.
Eggberta, what's your last name again?
The fourth.
That's your last name.
Wait, so is your everyone in your family something the fourth?
No! The one before me was the third! Duh!
Yeah.
No,
and
but then
Sex.
that's not your last name, right?
No, it is.
They weren't taught about lineage in school. They didn't have time.
Yeah, the principal's last name is the 12th.
Alright,
The
Eggberta
original
the fourth,
principal is the
and then I'll
first.
do Daros, future House of Grax.
Title.
Of course.
Also,
Confidence.
And you said the guy we're talking to, his name is Edgar?
Edgar.
Edgar.
Yeah.
Okay.
So,
when are you gonna get back to us?
we'll be departing in the afternoon in the carriage that I brought.
Oh, okay. Wait, what time? Or will you?
It is like noon at the moment. It's essentially in just a few hours, enough to you celebrate, just settle down, and then leave in the carriages that he has brought.
I'll go pack your things if you need me to.
Okay, I think I also have everything on me, including my portable rams and a flask of oil.
Okay, cool. Then I will go pack my stuff, and we'll meet in the carriage, in front of the carriage.
Cool, do you need help?
Yeah. I think I'm good.
Okay.
Cool.
See you around then.
See ya.
All right.
So I was on board for the dragon, and then he started recruiting 4-year-olds.
to be fair, they do that. That's their when
We are
when their
legally
culture
adults.
considers them
Basically,
mature.
Someone mentioned worms, and they all ran from the room. These are not old enough to consent to joining a war.
I really hope it wasn't Mrs.
I don't think
A's
anybody is
room and
old
the
enough
class
to join
pet
a
Milo.
war.
It is an elementary school.
They haven't been taught how to write.
Well, no. I know how to write. It's just bad
It's
handwriting.
just chicken scratches.
Literally
Yeah,
chicken
yeah.
scratch.
Also, I feel like the boss of this guy will be really confused. Like, hey, you went to an Aarakocra school. How did you somehow recruit someone from Feywild?
Yeah, how did you recruit a sailor? That's
It's
crazy.
called
What
the
happened in
playground.
the middle?
Well, cutting away from that scene, we drift out away from the forest, away from Ithaca, away from the material plane itself, into the great reaches of the astral sea, and a very, very, very large boat.
Oh no.
One might say this boat was a town unto itself, with large spires and various stone and metal buildings that had been engineered to be able to float upon this astral sea on arcane propulsion methods. This is the floating city of the Planar Stewards, and an organization that we now zoom into. Throughout this floating city, there are people running to and fro. People are primarily dressed in white and gold, but they seem to come from all sorts of races, ages, and it seems completely dimorphous for the people that populate it. One of these members is Max's character. Would you please describe it?
Okay, so my character is about not that tall, like 5'8", 5'9", slightly on the shorter side, but just a hair. Elven-looking guy. He looks like he once had darker skin and then didn't see the sun for too long, and so has just gotten really, really pale, but still with like the faint undertones of having once been a little tanner. The most distinctive thing is along, like, spiraling up his left arm and onto the side of his face. It looks like his entire body was just kind of, like, frozen and then shattered, and then, like, Kinetsugi, like the Japanese mining? That, but with silver, just all throughout. He's currently wearing, like, a white sleeveless tunic with a little bit of gold embroidery and belted with, like, a gold belt at the waist.
Okay. So, what are you working on at the moment?
Maybe heading towards the Grand Spire in the center, probably where the Wayfinders are, to figure out where they want me to go next.
Yes, of course. So, as you're moving through the streets of the floating city, you see people that you have, personally. Is a big city, but not big enough that you probably don't recognize people as you walk down the street. Outside the central main spire, people go about the day-to-day life of managing and making sure the city can stay self-sustaining. There are even like small farms that are grown from the ambient energy of the astral sea. You can see like one farm where he's like scooping up these of barrels of this one specific substance and then carefully pouring them on the plants that suddenly sprout and grow into dozens of strange mutated fruits. As you move towards the central spire, one of the outlying buildings is a small watchtower, from which you see just a giant of a man with slightly gray skin. He's extremely broad jaw and a complete shaved head. He's listening. Looks like he's almost dozing on the watchtower rim, but he sees you. He starts up. Oh, Nikolai! And he rushes down and he grabs you up and shakes your hand. He grabs you up in a hug.
Ow! No! My ribs are popping. No! Put me down.
He drops you.
I fully fall onto the ground. Oh God!
He gets down on his he has his hands on his knees beside you. We thought you'd have that mission cleared up like nothing, nobody's business.
I broke a rib 3 days ago. Did you have? I think you refractured it.
He claps him back. Oh, y'all walking off.
No, that was the spine.
Offers you a hand, pulls you up like entirely, almost dislocating your shoulder. Well, I hate to be the bringer of bad news, but they're gonna need you to go out again.
I got back 4 hours ago.
I know. It's not my choice. You're one of the best we have. You're most familiar with the area. And you know the dragon. Not many people even want to be near him.
Yeah, that's fair.
We had some reports, some weird stuff going on in Manar. And, well, we need you to start infiltrating his ranks again.
Do they not have record of me last time? Did we take care of that?
Wait.
No, I'm asking him, like...
Oh.
Did we take care of that?
Oh, we took care of it, don't worry, but Manar is a totally different story. I'd go if I could, but... took an arrow to the knee. And that was never the same.
We have healing magic. You can get that fixed, you know?
I can't! It was a special arrow. How am I I'm sorry. I don't mean to go into this every time.
You've been milking that knee injury for like 15 years now.
I'm going out in the field as soon as I'm better, and you believe it.
Fine. Yeah, I'll go.
Alright. Let's get you cleaned up and reimburse any gear you might have lost.
Yeah.
And you head into the central spire to crash in your dorm for a few hours and renew your weaponry. A short while later, you emerge into the send-off courtyard, where it was a big open area so the central spire has a like basically a hole down the middle. It is covered by like hundreds of feet up. Or about 100 feet up, but down center there are balconies ringing this essentially cylindrical chamber. At the center is this big, really complicated magic circle with various parts of the floors that can like turn on their own to specify different planes, different coordinates, and whatnot. You see there are already workers moving around, dressed in the simple attire of the planar stewards, sort of menial workers, and they're shifting what looks to be the coordinates for. In the west of the dragon's territory, in the material plane. I wish we had more time to catch up. I know how much you enjoy debriefing after missions, but like I said, not my choice.
So, is there a wayfinder I should talk to get like the details or anything like this, or?
Yes, that would be me. You see a little gnome walking up. He's actually on stilts. So he's about eye level with you, but the stilts are like built so strapped to his legs. So he waddles up. He's carrying this like extremely big clipboard, and it looks to me like there's writing like strolling across it on its own before scrolling up, and he's swiping it away. Well, the details are rather strange. This one, we don't actually know what caused the planar rift in this scenario. I know we're supposed to keep track of all the different anomalies, but this is a very unique situation. We're not really sure what to deal with this. So we need to investigate. That's what we're gonna do. We need to investigate and then figure out what to do. I'm sorry, I'm talking fast again. I'm talking fast. I always talk too fast. Anyway, Boris.
Have you been casting haste too much again?
I gave that up a while ago. Yeah, it's fine. We don't really have to talk about that because the important thing is that I have the information that you need, and then we just send you off and you get done with the mission, like you always do. You know, he just slaps on the shoulder and then hurries off towards the workers to make sure. It's like hey, you're moving that to the quarters 10 degrees to the right, not 10 degrees south. What are you doing? So silly. before trying to talk to the rest of the workers. He leaves you with a sheet of very large paper.
I'll read what I'm supposed to actually do.
Yes. So the paper says it is in the script of those in charge of the central tower. It tells you that for reasons unknown, a planar rift appeared a while ago. It was completely undetected in Manar. It went away almost immediately, but there was some sort of interference, and they believe that the power still rests somewhere in the world. So you need to go to Manar, possibly infiltrate the dragon's forces. You have done so, but they'll need you to do it another time, because those in that area, those under the dragon's command have the greatest authority. So possibly infiltrate the dragon's ranks, and find whatever planar disruption had occurred, and remove it.
Okay, yeah. So I'll probably go get armor and everything.
Mm-hmm.
Probably bind a few splints onto me.
Sure, with your shoulder and ribcage bandage.
Fucking giants.
What's probably been a bit not your first time after encountering Boris, but you are ready, and the workers are ready to send you off.
Do we have any time estimate on what the commitment is for this, or just?
Unfortunately, it's going to entirely rely on how fast you can track down this anomaly.
Fair. 1 second, let me find Boris. Yeah.
So the Boris is he's talking with this short lady with her hair tied into a ponytail, and she keeps telling him that he can't be sleeping on the job again because I know that the watchtower is central to the city, but it's still possible someone can infiltrate it. But he's just nodding, just jovially taking the critique. But he turns to walk up. He's yes, I'll get to it later. Yes. Now, Nikolai.
Yes.
What is it?
And I pull out a large pouch of gold. My rent is due in 4 days.
Oh, we know you're good for it, but
no, but can you just give this to my landlord? Yeah, you have the spare key. Yeah.
I'm sure it's somewhere.
Did you lose the spare key to my apartment?
No. It's just my apartment isn't in the best of states at the moment, and it's somewhere in there, I'm sure.
Yeah,
I'll
okay,
find
sure.
it.
Yeah.
I'll promise
Yeah.
you. Again, a little more gently this time.
Thank
His hand on your shoulder.
Thank you.
Hey, you do really important work. I want you to know that. No one solves problems like you do, and I promise they wouldn't be sending you out on a mission. You weren't so damn competent.
Yeah, but I just got.
Hey, I'll talk to the overlords. I'll see what I can do. You deserve some rest, man.
Yeah, I just got back from the Hells, and now I'm going to Material Plane. Honestly, the Material Plane's worse than the Hells.
Oh, I know. They have capitalism.
Oh no.
Look, at least down there, everyone deserves it.
Yeah, I know. Well, hey, good luck out there. We're all gonna miss you. We have all the missions, but sometimes it's nice to just relax and do some more menial work.
If only. Yep, this is what I signed up for.
Alright, he starts to smack in the back, then stops and just sort of gently pushes you forward. You're gonna kill it! Literally! Kill it!
That's what I do best.
You walk in the center of the sent-off room. One of the workers on the outside pulls a lever. Suddenly, the outermost circle starts spinning faster. So the circle itself lifting up, revealing various swirling arcane runes that are almost dropping off it super fast as it continues to speed up. It goes higher and higher and higher until you're encased in a cylinder wall of runic magic, and suddenly it drops. A line of light explodes outward. And you are rushed to Material Plane into Manar, where the rest of you are currently heading. It's It's a cloudy day. A little bit of drizzle in the air as you make your way down the slopes for you two, up into the surface world and across the plains, and of course for you through the veil of reality into the material plane. But you all get there in one way or another. As you see, Manar, it's down in a valley, but the people there they seem to be wearing very bright colors. There's lots of looks to be like sports arenas, like for the gladiator combat. There's large cages of a large menagerie. Seems like a very tourist oriented town. There's a large there's a large manor set into the back, surrounded by the sort of residential quarter of the town. But even though the shops are very loud, very boisterous, large flags and big banners, many of which proclaim the dragon's sigil, which is the blood mark it's a black blood mark on a red banner with flames that stripe the center.
Who's with me and Eggberta right now?
There's several more Aarakocra as the managed to get their name down before you sent them off.
Okay.
As well as Edgar, and you actually have, on the way here have joined several other carriages that seem to be coming from other nearby towns, joined together to a little caravan that's going down into the valley of Manar to join up with what appears to be a large influx of people.
So Edgar, real talk, real quick.
Yes.
So like, out of all of these like caravans heading to the trials, as you so call it, you can't give like an estimate of how many of these people are actually gonna move on to like meeting the dragon.
Well, I can't say that, but all I can promise you is that if you prove yourself and perform competently in the trials, then you will get the opportunity that you so desire.
Oh, come on, you have to know something.
Persuasion roll.
I think that's another dirty 20.
It's dirty 20.
Yeah.
Okay.
No guidance even needed.
You need a multi-class and a rogue to get expertise.
Oh no.
Well, if you must know, I may have some small idea of the nature of the dragon's quest that he wished to give out. You see, there is one thing the dragon has searched for ever since he came to Ithaca, and that is, looks around, Shifter's Veil. It's a powerful magic, well, no one really knows what it is, but he's been searching for it all over Ithaca. It is very important to him, and now that he has failed to do so on his own, he seeks the knowledge and collective abilities of many individuals from all across the realm that will possibly be able to help him in his quest.
So the trial is finding Shifter's Veil.
Well, I suppose if you found Shifter's Veil, then you would be hailed as a great hero and, savior of the realms. I don't believe that you would even need to participate in trials after accomplishing such a quest.
That may or may not be helpful.
Here's your job. Find Excalibur. Go.
Did we mention it's unpaid also?
Yeah.
Unpaid intern job. Find Excalibur.
Okay.
Once you become official employee, find the Holy Grail.
Okay, Edgar. I see what you're throwing down. Thank you for the help.
Just don't tell anyone that I gave you this information, as I'm not really supposed to give it to anyone who has not passed such trials or other sort of
No, your
quests.
secret safe with me.
You know, you
And I
thanks.
wink.
While that was happening, could I have chatted it up with some of the others?
Yeah, sure. So these are all your classmates, unless you wish to move to one of the other wagons or over the course of your travel. People that you've graduated with that are they're excited about the opportunity to go down and meet someone so far out of town that they've been able to bring carriages all the way from Manar, which is something that of course the Aarakocra have no need for. So they're very exotic and foreign to them.
We're all excited about carriages.
Oh, very much so.
Like, did it?
But so what are you saying to the other Aarakocra?
Probably just chatting them up, trying to, I guess, be social. If we face them later in combat, maybe I know two or three. don't know. If it's another Aarakocra.
Okay. So you're trying to find weaknesses?
Maybe.
Hollow bones.
Make an investigation roll.
Oh. Am I doing this? Can I give myself guidance?
Yes, but it'd be obvious that you're doing that.
Hey, why are you patting yourself on the back?
Hey,
No,
so how's it going?
Oh, 16. I rolled an 18.
Oh, ouch.
You have 2 minus 2s?
I have -2 intelligence and
Nat
minus 2 charisma.
It doesn't matter. It's a nat 1.
Oh, youch.
One of the other Aarakocra recently graduates. Hey, can I let you know a secret? Is it definitely the best time to say?
Okay.
Most people say onions make them cry, but for me it makes me break out a hideous, debilitating rash.
Oh no.
Oh, that's so unfortunate.
He's
What did you
allergic
say
to
your
onions?
name was again?
Poor guy. Poor
Davian.
guy.
No.
Davian?
Davian.
Like
Avian?
avian?
Yes.
Poor Davey.
Yikes.
Aw. That
Oh, I
must
don't
suck
even
for
feel-
you. I really hope there's no onions at the trial.
Oh yeah, I hope so. That would be really bad.
I don't think I got
Great.
it in me.
I'm a horrific fear of spiders.
Are you
If
going
I-
to parasite this?
Oh shoot.
if I see a spider, I freeze up and literally cannot move.
Like,
And what did you say your name was?
You know these people.
wait.
Yeah,
Their food is worms, but they're scared of spider.
No, but spiders can hurt you, worms cannot.
Fair.
worms are food. Well, also, you're...
Worms aren't.
Her name is Winley.
What's her name?
Winley.
Winley?
Yeah.
Am I close enough that I'm overhearing all of this?
Yeah. So I imagine that if you're talking to Edgar, you're like actually sitting in the front of the carriage.
Okay.
With him, but you can hear through like the little window they have into the car
Okay.
compartment.
It's crazy.
Does anyone else want to do anything on the way to Manar? Oh, you guys had a side quest you wanted to accomplish. First.
Yes.
I mean,
Are we gonna go through with it?
new plan. We bring the ore and we tell them that the purified version is too strong, so we can't really bring it to here in case it blows up.
I think that played a bit better.
Tell me about it.
Cause ideally we want to make sure we keep all of our alloy, right?
Yes.
So by just like saying like, hey, you know, we can keep the alloy, and hopefully get more time.
You go through that plan. I'm not the convincing type.
Yeah, okay, perfect. Abella just puts her hand on her face as we continue walking, trying to think of a plan.
And of course, you're instantly transported to the outreaches of Manar, within the one of the forest top of the hills surrounding the valley. So you pop into being. There's a little smoldering circle with some of the runes that you left around
How do I
you.
make this more discreet? And I just start like running my foot through all of them to just like make it look just like a burnt patch and no actual arcane rune.
Yeah, sure. There's like a little like animals that are like scampering off through the forest.
Self
out of the
mission,
noise.
they said.
Stealth-mission.
Infiltrate, they said, and then they explode me into reality.
Yes, it's like the trees eventually stop swaying from the force of the appearance, but you are now next to Manar and free to enter the city.
Yeah, I'll just head in.
Okay, so you guys are making your way as a collective, sort of converging on this group of. It's like a funnel of caravans, travelers. It looks like various groups decked out in armor or tabiards. It seems to come from all sorts of directions, but they're all heading towards one of these entrances to the Valley of Manar, which is sort of the only accessible way to get into the city. And because it's surrounded on either side by too steep of cliffs and hills. But you guys funnel into a line. It seems to be rather long at this time, but you are with those you brought with you, and you're waiting to get into the city. You can look down over the short 6-foot walls that are surrounded the entries, and there are and it looks to be like large open arenas with like grandstand seating set up so people can watch various bouts of trial physical prowess. Think like the Greek Olympics stadiums, but they're lots smaller, more spread out and scattered. Also, obviously, there's long aisles surrounded by stalls all the way through. Some of them are manned, some not, and it's rather packed at the moment. Seems like not that there's necessarily a carnival going on, but this whole town seems to sort of constantly be we're constantly in a state of minor party.
It was a little bit tipsy.
Yes, of course. Alcohol flows in plenitude.
Oh.
And as it so happens, the three the groups of the three groups that we've been following managed to get in through the gates. The guards just seem very lax. They're kind of letting everyone in, and all the way to what looks to be a big stand set up right next to the past the entrance, with the dragon sigil hanging proudly over its stand. There's an old man with rather strong looking build, and a silver arm, who's taking roll, and next to him a reading looking woman with big glasses that expand her eyes, that look with much bigger eyes than she would otherwise have, who is taking attendance. Let's have a little fun. Everyone roll, and whoever gets highest gets there first.
Just a straight
Stage D20. Each group roll, not necessarily each person.
Well,
okay.
Well,
What do you got?
I got 14, so
Okay, 15. Yeah.
yeah.
Okay, so 14 and 15.
Okay, so me and Eggberta.
Yeah.
13.
13?
10.
10. Okay, so Kalmir and Abella, you arrive at the station first. There's a little bit of line before you get to the front, and the strong looking man who's sort of slouched over the table, sort of nods in general direction, while the woman is engaging you. She says, yes, hello. How's it going? This is a wonderful day we're having. It's it's kind of rainy. There's clouds in the sky. I just love this weather, don't you?
I love it too. It's amazing outside.
Small question. Do we recognize this person?
You don't. You aren't the most involved with the politics of the Blood Warden
Yes.
organization. But you recognize this person as Blood Warden.
Would I have recognized them since I'm more the face?
Make a history check.
History? Okay. 9.
9. No.
Yeah.
These people are near to you.
Okay, cool.
You, I imagine, are wearing gloves to conceal your Blood Warden identity.
Well, so what I'm imagining is this hand, right hand, the one without the mark is just fully gloved up.
Mm-hmm.
This one, there should be a glove, except glove kind of like attachment and just dangling here.
Oh.
Yeah,
okay.
I'm constantly using it, and it's such a hassle to just take out and then blood it and then wash it, get it back up. So it's just dangling here,
Okay, so you actually walk up with your metal hand exposed. People are kind of eyeing it. It's Blood Wardens are new and they're a little bit scary to people. So you actually some people might get out of line in front of you and move away so that you have a chance. No one says anything out loud, but you can tell they're just a little bit uneasy. But you make your way to the front of the line where the woman greets you, and she looks, of course, one of our distinguished guests. So come in. There's a big tent behind her, and she gestures you inside. Inside there's it looks just like a bunch of tables, various scrolls and writing equipment, and she sits down and she you following along?
Yes.
Okay. Well, we weren't expecting any of the Blood Ones themselves to show up.
She wasn't expecting us.
You weren't expecting us.
Oh, were you brought in by an order?
Yeah. My General Eggberts called us in. It was a really urgent request almost.
Oh, are you meant to lead the teams? Oh, that's wonderful. So many have bailed out of the mission. They see these teams that they're underprepared and underdeveloped, and they just completely abandon the mission. Hopefully you won't, right?
I glare at Kalmir, lead.
What do you mean by abandon their mission?
Well, I mean, they seem to have more important things to do. There are always the tasks, and for the Bloodborne to go out and spread the dragon's rule. But we try to get as many as we can for the current occupation.
There's no way they can be more busy than us, right? We're researchers, not.
Out of character question.
Yeah.
Do I know, is it common for Bloodborne to just nah, I'm not doing it. I'm doing my own thing.
Well, so here's the thing. The Bloodborns that she's describing, they're kind of just just anyone who was nearby. They're just trying to get. Cause this is a last minute thing. The dragon was like, "Hey, I need teams to go do quests," and they're like, "Okay, let's try to make this happen." So it's not like his leaders, his troops. It's just, hey, these are the few Bloodborns we were able to find scattered around, and we need you guys to lead these whatever teams we are able to put together.
So essentially, there are only a few unlucky individuals happen to be in the area, and everyone, most of them happen to have a valid excuse, except for us.
Well, no, it seems that what they have is they showed up, saw that the teams they're going to lead were not the most prepared, and then abandoned.
4-year-olds from Eggberts.
Yeah.
Yes.
Among others, yes. And then abandoned post, citing the excuse that they had other missions to go about.
I whisper to Kalmir. Final idea. We agree. We know we're low on time. This gives us that excuse. We can research on the road and have a few extra assistants.
You know what? That is good thinking. When they ask, we'll just say we're busy leading the team and we have no time to do any actual lab work.
Exactly.
All
Don't
right.
fumble it up when we speak, though.
I will keep that in my mind.
Oh, by the way, I forgot to ask you, who's your friend?
Yes, my lab assistants.
I'm Abella. Nice to meet you.
Agathor, nice to meet you too. She shakes your hand.
Okay.
Well, I'll send you off to the holy camp, and we can get you settled in. Hopefully with a nice new group of volunteers.
Yes. Actually, one final question. Who's the lovely chap outside there? The blood warden.
That's Jin. He doesn't talk much.
Okay.
They said that he had some weird experience on the front lines, and well, he hasn't been the same since. He used to be a good friend. I kind of miss him.
The same front lines that we're going to?
Oh no! You'll be facing trials before and leading these your team members through the various trial forces before you actually go to any fighting. Besides, I assume you'll be assigned to quests rather than actual wartime fighting.
Okay, good.
Okay.
Abella seems a bit skeptical, but agrees.
Now I have to go man the booth. But if she gives you directions to go through the streets and get to the holy camp where the blood wardens have been set up and are awaiting volunteer troops.
Okay. Well, let's proceed then.
Yep, we head there.
Okay. You two.
Yeah.
Who are next? You find you might make your way through the crowds. You might push and jostle a little bit. But Edgar, he's kind of leading you. Make way! And we have a big group of volunteers coming through, and
I want to be working close to Edgar.
yes. Okay. Agathor. Yes. It is good to see you again. I've returned from my. We had some problems with. I was not told that these were children. Well, okay. Well, we didn't know either. How young are they? 4 years old.
Yeah, we just graduated from elementary school.
Well, I see. Are they Are they battle worthy? Do they want to fight? What was the deal? You, young one.
Yeah.
Why did you sign up for this?
That I can speak for the young one.
Yes, of course. Are you their guardian or?
for all intents and purposes, I might as well be.
Okay, so that's, she takes your hand and like pulls you off to the side and like starts whispering. I don't know if this is a good idea. I can't. Did you encourage them perhaps to sign up for this?
I actually tried to dissuade a bunch of them from joining, but I figured...
You are not wrong. You are
Can
not
I go
wrong.
over there and like try and eavesdrop?
Yeah, okay, make a perception check.
24.
Oh, so...
Oh wow.
24, yeah, so
Wow.
you can certainly overhear.
So like, I tried to dissuade a bunch of them, but honestly, I feel like if anybody deserved to be here, I mean, I'm an adult, and my young one, Eggberta, I mean...
That's
Oh.
me!
Yes, we know, dear.
she...
Oh, you're young one. Are you the father?
I'm not the father, but, you know, she lost her parents really young. So it's
I'm
like,
so sorry.
so it's like, she just graduated, I feel like she shouldn't be alone, you know?
Yes, yeah, of course. And you believe bringing her to a war zone was the best place to do that?
Well, are we going to a war zone?
Well, no,
Or-
of course. But it's not exactly safe.
I mean, I was just under the impression that, you know, we can do these little trials and we're gonna go see the dragon, and it's like...
Oh, I understand. She's rather a
I've
companion
got 2
presence.
daggers.
Oh, I see that. She's carrying those.
It's okay, she was taught how to use them in her school.
Oh, of course, because that's standard education. Right.
Yeah, for
And a small
Aarakocra.
knife.
For Aarakocra, it is.
Right. Well, if you're certain, I'll do my best to write them down for well, I can't excuse them from the trials, of course. It has to be fair, but we'll see what we can do to avoid any potential loss of life.
I mean, how likely is that? I mean, it's just like...
I know cure wounds.
I know.
Oh, she can do magic. Is that something? Is that? Yes, dear. Oh, was that something you were taught in your school? Was magic?
No.
No, that's just a gift. I think she's like the only one out of these children who has that gift. So it's like, I don't know. I feel like out of all of us would be the most qualified and such. Maybe we don't even...
Wait, we don't get to go. This is one of the even younger the Aarakocra.
Hey, Jamie. We'll see the dragon. Yeah, we can see the dragon, right, Daros?
Yeah, that hopefully.
Okay, fine. They can stay, but just keep an eye on them, please.
Of course.
I'll make sure to assign you to the same group, and
You know, and also, but I mean, like, if you're so worried about, like, the potential loss of life, what's the compensation
Could
if
I
any
get-
of these children were so happy to die?
Wait a minute. Are you trying to take out
What?
life insurance?
Oh no.
I was gonna ask about armor.
okay, make a persuasion check.
What, 15?
15.
Uh-oh.
Well, you see, the danger was not intended to be that great. It was just the fact that the reason why I'm worried is that they're children. So,
Well, we know how to write.
That's rather impressive. You pull a sheet of chicken scratch.
I'm like,
I just don't...
That's very nice, dear.
I just, like, my concern is just, like, you know, like, I understand, but unfortunately, I mean, you guys did seek them out, and I think they're capable, but it's like...
we did
But,
graduate.
like, they're... Like, it's just like, you know, their parents, and it's
Well-
like, they're still, like...
Well, okay. So should any perish in the action, which I pray to the pantheon above that
Of course.
that there is that should happen of the sort. But if it were, well, I suppose that we can work on securing additional funds to compensate their families.
That sounds perfect.
I mean, we die in 30 years anyway, so.
That's really pessimistic.
The plan better not be to murder the other students.
I cannot wait to lead these guys.
Oh no.
All right.
So do we franchise a Chick-fil-A or something?
Oh no!
Whoa!
Oh no! Oh
Moving
no!
on.
We don't move on to this guy's idea.
So it's at this point that you manage to get into the line to this booth. So all you see is this big burly man. He has deep like furrows in his brows, and he just kind of like stare despondently. Every time somebody he'll look up, he'll grunt to take down a name, nod them over, and direct them to the camp. But what do you do when you get to the front of the line?
Yeah, I'll just like sign up, I guess. Like, is it?
Name?
Yep, Sirius.
What?
Sirius. S-I-R-I.
Oh, yeah.
Oh.
Cheers. Right. Do you have any interest of taking on the blood mark?
No, thank you.
Yeah, right. Right. It'll be down the street to your right. Just, can't miss it. Do I know you?
I don't think so.
Alright. Yeah, so you the camp. And he just goes back there at the table.
Walk off, yeah.
As you guys leave the tent, you see there is a man. You're using your normal tunic, or are you?
Leather, like full leather.
He's just dressed in like normal leather armor, so a couple of standard weapons. But you're walking behind him, and you seem to be going to the same place. And you seem to be, eventually you end up walking side by side by this looks to be an elf in leather armor.
We'll just get on or something.
I'll have you know, I just graduated. I don't have to go to school anymore.
Shouldn't you be in more school? Like, do you not have? Where'd you graduate from?
Eggberts, Aarakocra Elementary School.
So shouldn't you be in middle school then?
No, I got my degree. I have an excellent education.
Now, is that spelled with an
Excellent education.
That's spelled with 2 G's, isn't it?
No,
Yes.
no, I don't think we should be talking to strangers.
It's 4.
She's capable.
Yeah, what Daros
Of
said.
war?
Of war?
I can't cast
According to what we've been
Lord
told, we're not even being sent to the front lines.
Where are we being sent?
somewhere.
We're being
Not front
sent
lines.
to be qualified to have an audience with the dragon.
Yeah, I need to ask if dragons are like cousins of.
I like jab her like.
You know the dragon's not an actual dragon, right?
No, they are. The dragon, it's in the name.
No,
Duh.
he
You
looks-
don't know how to spell? Where did you go to school?
the astral plane. It was
You
destroyed.
hesitated. You hesitated.
I
You didn't go to
There's
school.
nothing. There's
Take-
nothing. There's
I have
nothing
no-
in the astral plane. How could you go to school there?
The astral sea? Have you been?
I mean, personally.
You shouldn't talk about things you don't know.
Oh, okay. I thought shots were being fired this way, but now they're going this way.
Regardless, she is 4, and we
Yes.
are heading to combat, presumably.
Yes, do you want to see my daggers? I got 2 of them, and a small knife.
Yeah, and I'm confident.
I have daggers
she-
too.
Yeah!
Capable.
Let's go,
I think she
Jamie!
sets her sights on, and I'm pretty confident that she could accomplish more at the age of 4 than you can 100 years from now.
Anyway, nice to meet you. I'm Eggberta. What's your name?
Sirius.
No, like serious?
Sirius.
You're serious.
Yes.
I'm from the Future House of Grax. That's what you can refer to me
The
as.
future house of Grax. So
Is
you're...
he serious?
He is serious.
I can't tell if he's being serious or not about being serious, and I'm seriously confused.
No, it's okay.
It's-
It's a little
it's-
bit confusing. It's a made up
Okay,
name.
so-
I can get why.
You're from the future house of Grax.
Oh,
Yeah.
it's made up names?
Yeah.
Hi, my name's Egg.
Future house of Grax.
Really not
Well,
that
We're
much of a concept to get, dude.
Jaros, I have a question.
You're
Earlier you
kind
said-
of shooting high and assuming that someone's gonna have a kid with you.
Wow.
Can Sirius join us? Sirius, can you teach me your savage ways? I need to learn them.
Can you make a persuasion check?
Player calls another player to make it.
Force a player to what the hell?
Can I borrow you? 10.
Sure.
Let's go! Okay, so, Sirius Middle School is where I'm going to now, right?
I
Sirius Aarakocra Middle School.
I
You don't have an Aarakocra
Do
middle school.
we get
You're
to go to
done.
school too? I like school and I miss it a little bit.
You need to have 2 daggers and a small knife. Do you have 2 daggers and a small knife?
I do have 2 daggers and a small knife.
Okay, please don't cut yourself.
I only cut other people.
Also bad.
Aww.
Unless they're trying to cut you first.
Yay!
No, that's not a yay.
Oh.
What is this conversation from the perspective of
Yeah.
just random guy on the street?
You know, kind of Aarakocra.
Yeah, no, like you're trying to go to your work. You're going back home, and then you just see this group of Aarakocra and this one elf just like, we're gonna cut people.
Okay, I dropped the tiny.
You know what, guys? Let's just
Somewhere.
continue going. This guy clearly has other things that he has to do, and we honestly don't need to associate with him currently. So let's just.
But serious
You guys
is
not
gonna
have
teach
here.
me
Oh,
salvage.
wait, it's over here.
Oh,
Do you
yeah.
guys not have parents, all of you?
Oh, we're
That's what I was
I'm
gonna
asking
ask.
the other Aarakocra.
Do you have?
No, they
Eric?
back at home.
They're at home.
Mm-hmm.
Do they know that you came here?
Yeah, I ran it by them and then I left. I don't know if they said yes or not.
Can I just, like, if there's someone important looking, maybe a Bloodborne, I don't know, someone who looks like they have authority.
Yeah. So there's someone who is wearing a tabby armor with the
Yeah.
blood mark on it. I mean, there's also of
Yeah.
course there's Edgar who's wearing
Excuse me, sir.
Yeah.
I'd like to report about 28 missing children.
There's about 5
We're
of them.
not
but-
missing if we
Oh, okay.
know where
There's
we're
only 5 of them.
Yeah.
We're not
5 missing
missing
children.
if we know where
I-
we are.
Missing children.
They all ran away from home.
Oh hell, not again.
We are.
Not again.
Dude, I'm literally right here.
Have you been
Wait.
invested with legal power of guardianship?
At least with Eggberta, yes.
So the other 4 then.
The Edgar walk up and goes, hold on, I want to say that I do have some measure of protection over these children.
That
and
kid just said he wasn't sure if his parents were okay with him leaving.
Yes, well, we tried to get the parents' permission, so they're unavailable.
Try.
So you just took the kids? Okay, no, let's go talk to, there's a tent set up over there, let's go there. They'll figure it out.
So you can see that there's
to figure it out, actually.
it's rather than a tent, there's actually large spokes set up in a wide ring, each of which is flying the dragon's banner. Inside there are various tents, and then a large open arena off this side, where the what looks to be just like sand pit, big sand pit, maybe like 100 feet in diameter. The poles are netted at all the way down, but there's a few with like gates built into them, so you can open up and move through. Standing by one of these gates are two blood warden in full regalia. They have like long cloaks and not only the blood mark on the hands, but also like amulets with the blood mark as a sigil on it. You approach this. Obviously, this is the holy this is the holy camp where the tests were said to take place. And they nod as you approach. One of them there's a runner that runs up and goes, here, there's names, take these, and he starts and then runs back. It seems they haven't exactly thought out the system very well because the runner has to go up and down every time in order so they know who to accept.
Poor guy.
All right. Names all.
Eggberta, the
Eggberta.
4th.
Right, you and then all the other Aarakocra shows check out the names. The one looks over. Are we okay? Okay. Well. you two have been actually waiting for the runner to come up with the latest list of names, and are now part of the small crowd that's been forming. And then now the runner's up. You guys can all move in.
How obvious is Aarakocra like age?
Well, they're about okay. So adult Aarakocra are a little taller than a human. These are like a head or two smaller.
So my height.
So
I'm
I can
dwarf.
tell that they're children.
They're either children or dwarven Aarakocra.
Okay.
Do I recognize them as they're like?
Make a history check.
14.
14. I think you know the one on the right. His name is it's pronounced Aid, but it's A-E-D. Sorry, A-E-D-E.
Okay.
And you're not friends, but you know him from he might have been on the same recruitment drive as you.
Okay. Okay. So classmates.
Yeah, sort of. The rain is sort of clearing up at the moment. It's sort of getting a little bit brighter in the sky. The drop is becoming a little less prevalent. And he looks at you. Hey, this is Kalmir. Been a while, hey? How has it been?
Oh yes, I woke up. Yes. Eight, right?
My name is Kalmir. He grabs her hand and she shakes it. We heard you were off doing experiments. How's that going?
I would appreciate it if you don't ask me about that.
Oh. Alright.
Yes.
I didn't realize it was that bad.
Well, you know how this goes.
No, this is the one I was telling you about. He's gonna change the world, man. Change the future of the war. That's what he claimed with his inventions, anyways.
Well.
So since you found a new companion.
Yeah, well, I'm Bella. Nice to meet you.
It's nice to meet you too.
Lab assistant and friend.
Good to see you're not all alone in those caverns.
Yeah.
I just stare at him.
Right, well. Anyways, the trials are starting up soon. I heard that there's been a special appearance. I'm not sure, I don't know who yet, but hopefully it'll be something interesting, something that might mind off this monotony. I have to lead a whole team. Storms and wonderfuls.
Well, coincidentally, we got signed up to do that as well, so...
That's great. I mean, I assumed you weren't here just to stop by, but...
Of course.
I assume you'd be under the jurisdiction of this fine young dwarf?
Yeah.
I mean, we're...
Partner, I prefer.
Well...
You know how it goes. Dragon will respect if you got the blood mark.
Yeah.
Actually, where did you... Wait, did we receive like the list for like our team yet?
No.
No.
You're going in there, apparently whatever is gonna happen with the inside.
Oh yeah. Where do we find them? Tim's list anyway.
Well, unfortunately, we don't even know who's finishing arriving yet. So, the runner comes up. Here's the next list. And then runs off. Yes. Well, there's a big crowd kind of forming up with these two guys.
There's the poor guy.
Quite inefficient, isn't it?
Yeah, I know. Sometimes you say, oh yes, we got the runner to come up and all the names, and when we can check you into the entrance, we don't miss anyone. What?
I don't mean to interrupt. Could you just have a sending stone here and a sending stone there?
Oh, you think we have those things laying around?
How?
we use them for out of town troops only. Also, who are serious? Right. All right, come on in with the rest of you, tiny birds. Let's go.
Question. How long is the ramp?
The what?
How long is the ramp? I want to see how far this guy's running.
Yeah.
Oh, the run?
Yeah.
Quarter, half mile.
Oh my god.
Oh, wow.
So it's a mile each time,
Oh,
every list.
The poor guy is doing like
Poor
10 marathons
guy.
by the end of the
Oh,
day.
they have multiple runners.
What?
They have multiple runners.
That's okay.
Cardio.
Getting his cardio in.
Yeah.
Right, well, it was nice to see you, and then hopefully it don't come too bad across you in the trials.
Yeah, we shall see about that.
And we shall see. Yeah, in you go.
Nice meeting you.
So he nods respectfully to you, and eventually you make your way into the Bloodborne camp. There's a crowd of people in here. It looks to be like the more militant than the average civilian. They have armors, straps, and they're kind of just milling around, making conversation. Seems like some of them are like kind of forming alliances, right? Trying to get into their various teams. There's a couple of looks to be blood wardens sort of like stood up on like like soapboxes, and are talking to people around them. You know, some of them are doing like the standard like dragon propaganda routine, but others are just like engaging with the crowd, answering questions, and trying to recruit people into being their own teams with the most competent they can find. But you are all inside, as not necessarily a group, but you are all in this various arena together. So what do you do?
Can I look for who I feel would be the most promising to lead us to victory? I guess.
Insight check.
6, I think.
Oh.
Okay.
Wait, yeah, that's a 6.
Oh wow.
No, wait, hold up. It's A minus 1, 7. Okay, 7.
It's hard to tell. There's some people here. You're not. I mean, you can see over the heads of several people, but like it looks like a milling crowd. And honestly, unless you got like a better perspective, you don't think you could actually pick out anyone who seems necessarily competent.
Hey Daros, what are you looking for?
I'm trying to look for someone who I think would be good at helping us win.
Good how?
Like someone who looks authoritative, like they know what they're doing.
Do you want me to try flying above and seeing that?
Fly up. How
You
tall
might
is
be
this
able to
thing?
get a better look, yeah.
Okay.
So you unfurl your wings. You might hit a few people. Ah, jeez! And then you cast off into the air. Looking over the crowd of people, you see the blood wardens are a lot of people too. Look up in shock, and then you know it's a flying creature. It's not that uncommon. They have to turn back their conversion. Make an insight check, looking out over the people you see with advantage.
With advantage? Okay. 15.
15.
Oh my god.
Okay. Yeah. So there are several. Of course, and most of the blood wardens would be relatively competent. There's a few that look like they're kind of like undertrained or like a little bit like they've let these things go.
Yes.
Got a beer belly.
Yeah, exactly. But there is there's a few that you notice actually aren't even pontificating at all. They seem to be just walk the crowd. One guy in particular. But other people that are competent, obviously you have your grudge and your admiration for the Sirius that you met on the road.
That guy's not admirable.
Admirable, not he seems competent enough. And as an ally, you figure there's probably a lot worse you could go with.
He's leading a team though?
No. She's saying anyone that might be competent to help to try to bring it into a group.
I guess.
Team building exercise.
But also, I wanted to find like a team leader or something like that.
Well, the team leader, you have to choose one of the blood wardens, and most of those are pontificating team. Either those who showy or just kind of just vaguely, not like too passionate about the whole project. And a few that are, clearly aren't doing so well physically since like either they used to be very strong in the training, but ever since have been doing like bureaucratic work or training others recruits.
Who seems the most authoritative?
The most authoritative would probably be this one of the blood wardens at towards the back of the group. He doesn't have a box stand on, but he's leaning against one of the walls of a tent with his arms crossed, and he's kind of just waving generally. He has a trimmed black beard and white, like dyed white hair is stretched back from his head. He is like really piercing eyes and a broad build. He's kind of just confidently talking to people around him.
Yeah, that dude seems bossy.
Okay.
Question: do I see anybody whom I recognize might be able to tell me like what is actually going on?
You get the feeling that no one really knows what's going on. All the guys, like, they're all just like, hey, we need the most competent people we can, 'cause I don't want to lose the trials.
Okay.
So I
Hey
mean,
Daros,
yes.
should we invite Sirius?
Absolutely not.
Can I make some kind of check to figure out which of these wardens is like the most renowned? Like, recall information?
That would, yeah, history check, sure.
That's an 8 though. Yeah. No.
There's an 8? Okay. Yeah, I mean, you've infiltrated the Blood Wardens before, the Dragon's forces before, but it was a completely different, portion of his territory, and I have not know anyone who's from this community.
Can I discreetly try and like tap Sirius?
Wait, to tap him to give him guidance? Or just tap him, like
Just get my attention.
Just like point in that direction,
so
make a motion.
you flap down, you like navigate a place into the crowd to land. Do you see anything interesting up there?
There's a lot of people. So many people.
Wow,
Yeah.
that's crazy.
Flying in the rain is interesting also.
Yeah, I never liked the rain. He's really he pulls this hood up. I forgot him now. But you want to discreetly tap him on like on the side.
Yeah, and then like point at the blood guy from Blood Warden.
The Blood
which
Warden?
one, right?
Bloodboard in the back, yeah.
Yeah, the one who we were thinking of going to.
Yes, what about him?
He seems bossy.
He seems what?
Bossy.
Bossy.
Doesn't that make a good leader?
Not necessarily, no.
Daros said so.
Okay, yeah, how did you meet him?
I'm not supposed to tell.
You're not supposed to say.
Did I overhear this bit?
Yeah.
I walk up to you like,
Yeah,
explain, what do you mean by you can't say?
I'm not supposed to tell. Daros told me not to tell.
so he's not your father, right?
He's my friend.
He's your friend. Does he know your parents? Your parents know him?
There was like a brief meeting at one point, yeah.
So, an interesting family dynamic, huh?
Yeah, he's like the crazy uncle.
Where is this uncle of yours? I think we need to have some word with him.
Awkward.
I'm like, I'm all the way over there trying to talk to the Bloodboard.
Do you know this
I
kid?
interacted with them briefly. Apparently, that man claims to have legal guardianship over her. And he got
This is
very
going
defensive when I
interesting.
started questioning a child being sent off to war. He seemed to be okay with it.
We should probably
Yeah.
talk about this.
Yeah.
This is how our group.
This is how we form a group.
As you begin to set up towards through the crowd towards Daros, there's a hush of the crowd, and suddenly, the wind itself seems to pick up. Everyone turns expectantly, looking at the big there's a big stage off to one side, opposite from the big open sand area, and there. And if you look, you can see there's glowing runes appearing on the floor of the stage in a wide circle. Energy cracks apart the fabric of reality here, opening up and falling away to reveal a portal set into the ground, through which a figure emerges. Red, scaly skin, slicked horns with wicked gleaming edges, and vibrant yellow eyes.
Mr. the Dragon! Woo!
There's a hush over the crowd as the dragon emerges. Before the cheers start up for the dragon. Dragon, dragon, dragon. He raises his hands, reveling briefly in the adoration before lowering them, and the crowd falling to a hush.
This definitely isn't concerning at all.
I have brought you here for purposes greater than any you have experienced before. I have an opportunity to further the unification of this world and its protection against the dangers that are soon to arise. My loyal supporters, the Blood Wardens, I don't know if you do in particular, but the Blood Wardens, they're raised to a small chair.
I guess I kind of do a fake one, but I'm not really into it. you know, like everybody's
Sure.
I put my hands half up. Sure.
yeah.
I shall to lead you to break into teams and decide on a series of trials who is the strongest amongst you. Those that succeed will be my champions, my strike force, and will set off into the world to find the mysterious artifact that plagues this planet. There are dangers afoot in this world.
While he's talking, can I like slowly but surely like creep on towards the Blood Warden that I saw?
Yeah,
earlier?
sure.
I just want to get as close to him as possible, so that way I'm right there when chaos starts to like.
Ooh, yeah, okay, sure. And I need your collective expertise to help find it. But I only want the strongest of assistants. Those that win will be exalted above all others, and if they exceed in their quest, shall be heaped upon with rewards in plenitude. You have one day to find your allies and to break teams. Tomorrow I will return, and the first trial will begin. there's another resounding cheer as as he finishes his speech, moves back into his portal, and it closes behind him.
I think we need to find someone who can like lift the heaviest object, right? Because that's the strongest.
Specify size limits for teams.
Oh!
We recruit all the Aarakocra children.
Bring everybody!
So suddenly the crowd kind of bursts to life again. The Bloodborns are trying to get everyone into order. There's a few scribes that are walking around, hanging out secret arrangements. So you say anyone who's been selected for this program can be divided into these tents.
I'm talking to the guy.
I just wanted to say, like, I whispered, or like, I sort of say to myself, like, this could be my chance. Like, after hearing the mention of, like, that mysterious artifact.
Mm-hmm.
So maybe Kalmir listens in, but I sort of just whispered that to myself.
Okay, fair. Question.
Yeah.
Have I seen my boss, like, General Icarus, around here? At all?
So General Icarus doesn't actually live in Manar. He lives in a place near Eberron where the dragon first came, and he operates out of Standing Stone from there. The blood warden that you're talking to. We'll wrap it up real quick, and then we'll take a short 15-minute break.
Yeah, that's cool.
What do you want to say to him? He's working at the place where the dragon just walked down.
Hi, Daros, future House of Grax. Nice to meet you.
Well, pleasure to meet you too. He doesn't shake your hand. Can I help you with something?
Yeah, I mean, obviously, I feel like the dragon would appreciate it if the team that you led won, and I was hoping I could be part of that team.
And please, tell me, what can you bring to this team I am gathering? I intend to win, and I can't have stragglers bring us down.
I mean, how are the other people on your team faring in terms of strength or magical ability?
Oh, we're quite capable, believe me. I don't want to divulge our secrets, of course, but trust me, we are in well capable hands.
I think I'd be a valuable asset.
What'd you say?
I think I could be a valuable asset.
Persuasion check.
Damn, I'm not close enough for guidance either. Oh well. Nat 20.
No. You have one really good smile.
Yeah.
Blue steel.
Well, I suppose you have yet to prove yourself, but I have a good feeling about you. I'll see you on the morrow. Tent 17B. Be there.
I think I will. Thank you.
He nods once. And with that, I think we'll take our 15-minute break. And we'll come back, we'll have a few announcements, and then we will recommence with the session. Thank you all so much for being here. Stay tuned. We won't be long.
Bye.
And welcome back, everyone.
Hi.
We have a couple of announcements before we get back into the session. First off, again, like the last session, I want to introduce Mari. She is the amazing artist that designed our street overlay and our logo and the video thumbnail for the first session that's going to come out soon. Additionally, for the we have the artist of the art of the other part of the art for the first thumbnail that was going to be posted today, but it got a little delayed. We have Rachel. She drew the. Obviously, you can't see it yet, but when we post it, you'll see that the character that was drawn by Rachel. So cutting back to when you guys were pushing through the crowd to approach Daros. You find him having just walked away from a conversation with the blood warden that you met or you saw while you're looking over the crowd. What do you say to him?
This is Uncle Daros, guys.
Who are you two?
I just show you my hand.
You have a shiny hand too. Do I know?
Well, this should tell you
what's the
who
deal
I
with all
am
that?
working for.
That tells me that you can use Sangwa.
And who besides Bloodward has used that? Anyway, small question. Do I recognize the Bloodward who was here?
Oh, the blood runner talked to.
Yeah.
Yeah, the one back.
He's still standing a little ways away. He's not paying attention to the conversation, but make a history check.
19.
Then yes, you have run across this Blood Warden. He's a notorious braggart and a bit promiscuous in his activities. But he has such a commanding sense of presence that very few people actually tend to like stand up to him.
Okay.
He's also known as the one of the most competent blood wardens in the field, and has accomplished many difficult missions that were deemed impossible for anyone other than his power, which probably lends to his air of overconfidence.
Oh, goody, I'm in good hands.
Well, you don't know that, I know. And I'm not telling you that.
Well,
He's the
I
boss
chose
woman.
him because I had the feeling I would have been in good hands.
Okay, fair.
So, what do you say?
Sir, what magic did you use to somehow gain legal authority over this child?
I know her parents. They entrusted me to keep an eye on her.
I need to build my resume. Do you have any use for a physics major? I have a lot of experience dropping stuff.
We
and seeing
could
gravity at
use
work.
I suppose we could use another lab assistant.
I could always use another one, so
We can come as well if you want to.
extra hands.
Well, I mean, I kind of told this guy that I was speaking to that I was going to join his team.
He smirks in your direction.
Oh,
And, I mean, unless you had definitive proof that you were a better blood warrior than him, which I have my doubts on, is it against the rules for you to join the team that I'm already a part of?
I'm a blood warden. I'm supposed to lead the team, not join another team.
How badly do you want to lead a team?
I mean, we could have like
Do you
leader
have-
and vice leader. We got this.
Listen, we need a team.
I go to you and now listen here. What is your deal? Why did you bring this kid here?
She wants to be she wants to
Can I ask
meet
the
dragon.
question? Can I tell the
want to
question?
meet the dragon.
Can I tell him the question?
Oh, sure.
I want to see if the dragon is my long lost cousin.
Why would he know?
It's called a blood test. I read it somewhere. Another thing.
Okay. Sir, how about this? If you truly are her guardian, you would want to keep her safe, right?
Yeah, that's why I want her on my team.
I gesture to the other blood warden. That fine, sir, over there. Yes, he is competent. I agree with you on that. I've heard his story. A lot of his stories. But I don't think he particularly cares about the livelihood of, well, his teammates.
That's okay. I'm perfectly capable of taking care of myself and also everyone.
Oh, you're that confident, eh?
Well, when you've been around the block, you've been around the block is all I can really say.
What would it take for you to, I suppose, entrust me to be the leader? I can tell you one thing, that I can't guarantee winning, but I can guarantee safety. If that even matters to you.
I want you to ensure that we can win the trials and that I can see the dragon. I want an audience with the dragon. I want to be able to talk to it. And the only way I feel like you would be able to show that is to somehow show that you're stronger than the blood warden I'm currently under. Show that you can use Sanguine better than he can. Show him that you can beat him. Show me that you can beat the other guy in a fight.
So you mean to tell me you're telling me that the only way I can convince you is to right now walk up to the guy and fight him?
Or make it official. Either one.
How much do I trust you? How much do I trust you so that I am willing to go through this whole thing?
Yeah.
Because like I only just met you, I'm not necessarily going to.
Well, you want to so badly put me on the team, so I mean...
We don't.
I mean, here's the thing. I just want.
You would have a better try.
I would have a better try for what?
Convincing him.
Oh, did you say we can talk to the dragon?
Well, how about this? I can tell you this. I'm currently working on a project given directly to me by General Icarus. Someone who directly serves the dragon.
Is he the PI?
No, he funds them.
Oh. Are you the PI?
Principal investigator.
I run my lab if that's what you meant. Yes.
So you're the one in charge then?
Yes. So,
He's the PI. He can hire me.
and yes, should
I
we?
think any of the blood wardens here could hire you.
Yeah.
Can I talk to the guy who seemed bossy earlier?
Yeah, sure. So he's still standing. He's engaged with some other person, but they stalk away angrily after a few brief words. He turns.
Can I try and catch the tail end of what just happened?
Perception check, sure.
10.
10. It's vague and unclear. It seems like whatever he said was just pretty damn insulting.
Okay. I go over to him and I'm like, hi.
He looks down and raises eyebrows. And what are you supposed to be?
I am Eggberta, the fourth. Nice to meet you.
This is a pleasure. Yes, well, I'm afraid I don't have time for children. I'm kind of supposed to be running a team here. A team of competent adventurers, and no offense, but you certainly don't look the part.
Can I walk up to this?
Yeah, sure.
Excuse me, sir. You understand that she's actually traveling with that man and will be accompanying you if you have him on your team.
He sort of looks at you. You come with this child?
She's an adult, actually.
I am 4 years old. Thank you very much.
In a Cochrane years, that's basically an adult.
Right.
Yeah, I have
of
my
course.
flying license. And I have a degree in physics. By the way, do you have any job openings upcoming for physics majors?
Perfect.
I'm afraid most of my physics involves how fast people hit the ground once they're dead.
Oh my god.
Well, okay, as you can see, I'm an Aarakocra, right? So, I can fly, and then I can drop stuff, and then I can tell you how fast stuff hits the ground.
She's actually a surprising strategist when it comes to the art of war, believe it or not.
Fine. Let her prove herself in the trials. I'll take her on my team, but I will not sacrifice the integrity of my forces for her.
It's okay, you can trust me.
If you say so. He leans back, just checks his hands, but he seems very dismissive.
Can I see how much sanguine he has, coated on his
He has long sleeves to go down to here, but it's definitely past his sleeves for sure.
Okay, cool. Experience at the very least.
I look over at Sirius and say, are you planning on sticking with them? Or it'll be nice to have. You seem strong.
Kind of injured, but yeah.
I mean,
Oh, do you need some healing done?
How many bones can that fix?
but anyways, even if you are minus the few bones, are you sticking with them or? Because we could always use the help.
I mean, I'll.
Because do you have an attachment with?
I'm just kind of concerned for her well-being.
That makes sense.
To be fair,
Well, I mean, Sirius also told me that pronouns.
Yeah.
Okay. Sirius also told me that he will be my teacher for savagery.
I made no such commitment. For savagery.
Eggberta looks extremely hurt.
I glare at you.
Words coming from a man who
Looking at the crowd.
said that she wasn't allowed to tell us how you met.
She wasn't allowed to tell you.
Okay, so you tell them then.
Am I allowed?
I'm sure.
Feywild. I wasn't supposed
You're
to
an
say.
extraplanar being.
No, I got lost.
wait.
The slide down the
Wait.
playground.
Wait,
kind of
question.
took me to The Feywild.
Did he pull you into the Feywild and then the two of you both made it back, or
No,
were you there to begin with and then you
Um,
guys made it back?
I was on the playground and then I was going and doing whatever and then I went down the slide and slide to another.
Yeah, no, this happens.
Okay.
Why am I rolling good on these checks that I should not be passing?
What are you trying to roll for?
Okay, here's just how I do it personally. if I can't decide like which route to take, I just do it, and then like usually 11 or higher is like the non-violence or I trust it version, and the lower is like violence or I don't trust it and things like that. Consistently, I've been getting 11 or higher on things that I really shouldn't be.
Oh, that's really interesting.
That would make you from the Feywild then.
I am a satyr.
That tracks.
Yeah, that's fair. That's fair.
Nah, I mean, I was born in the Feywild.
Yeah.
And then now I'm here.
Yeah, nice place.
Yeah, it's...
Wait, hold on. This doesn't make sense. If you are from the Feywild, why in the world are you even interested in the dragon to begin with? As far as I understand, we aren't exactly going into the Feywild.
Daros wants to help me meet the dragon.
No. He told me he has his own vendetta as well. And I am curious on that now.
I don't really think I can divulge that. It's just a personal thing for me. I'm sorry.
Question. As a blood burden, do I have the power to remove someone from the list?
Huh?
I mean, you're not necessarily like you're not an acting commander here.
Okay, fair.
You are you got equal presence, and if you decide that someone should be kicked out, then people probably just respect your decision, but you probably have to justify it to someone in higher authority.
I mean, I think I have lots of justifiable
Do you?
argument.
What justifiable argument?
This mysterious being coming from the Feywild claims that he really needs to meet the dragon,
Yeah.
and refuses to tell anybody the reason. I smell assassination. Or some other compromising thing, or just straight up lie.
Are you a hidden assassin and didn't tell me for...
The 3 to 4 years I've known you.
Wait, you've known her since she was born?
Huh.
Yes, that's why she was playing on a playground.
Why
How is that
why would someone who has just born playing in a playground and just sliding down?
I don't think you
They're
understand.
birds. They come from eggs.
Aarakocra.
So do you mean to tell me just like the egg is on the slide and this egg just slide down into the Feywild?
She hatched and used it. If you don't trust me, the abridged version is just, let's just say that if I can talk to the dragon, I hope that you can get me home.
I can get you home. What, you need a portal back to the Feywild?
I'm not allowed to go to the Feywild.
Where do you need to go?
I want to...
Where is home then?
So why would the dragon be able to help you if you are not allowed to go back?
I just have I have a feeling that he can help undo what has been done to me.
I'm
On
rolling
a side
very
note,
good.
on a side note, we're
I just
literally meeting each other for like the first time.
Wait,
I don't
so-
think we need to divulge
So-
every single detail about ourselves.
No, this is
to
important.
Remote
So you've
strangers.
been displaced from the Feywild, and you are trying to return to your native plane.
Yes.
God damn it.
And why would that concern you?
Yeah.
Because I signed a contract.
What a contract?
Signed a contract.
Yeah.
Who are you, by the way?
That's a great
Yeah.
question.
We haven't
My name is Sirius. My name is Sirius.
In all seriousness.
Sirius.
Okay.
Not Serious.
Mhm.
Different.
Yeah, you're serious about that, huh?
Yes.
Okay. Anyways.
I can speak to my bosses at some point whenever I get next in contact with them. The short of it is that there is most likely, you know how the dragon speaks of a big calamity to come, right?
Uh-huh.
I'm from a group who's trying to stop that
Uh-huh.
as well, so we'd like to get in contact with the dragon
Mm-hmm.
to ally.
So why don't they just send an ambassador and have to send someone?
Yeah.
So
Oh,
why
are
does
you
the ambassador
ambassador?
need to go through all the way from the bottom up?
Because he doesn't know who we are. We have no reputation.
And why can't they send someone of higher power level than you?
They're kind of tied up in other issues. The
Mm.
material plane's not the only place going through stuff.
Actually, the crowd has been thinned out a lot over the course of this conversation as people have been sent to various tents and given their living locations, and they've been settling in. You guys are there's several left.
Can I check if that other Blood Warden is listening to our conversation still?
You could try.
21 perception.
Yeah, he's definitely listening to you guys. His face is like very going over like several shifts as he like hears like, oh, this person's from another plane, and then this person is part of the plane guild, and so he's not watching you guys, but every once in a while his eyes just flick over.
Can we help you?
I'm sorry, what was that?
Can we help you?
No, of course not. I just simply wanted to see if anyone else needed my assistance, but it appears I am not wanted. And he stands up and brushes off himself and then walks towards the tent he was assigned.
I'll see you in the tent later.
Before he left.
Yeah.
Can I go out with him and ask him something?
Yeah, sure. So you run after him and you touch him on the shoulder. He turns around. Yes.
First, do I know his name or no?
Yeah. Sorry, I named him in my head. Forgot the name.
Doesn't matter. We can figure it out later. Yeah, you overheard the entire conversation, didn't you?
Well, if I did, I wouldn't exactly say it out loud, would I?
You really want shift gestures to him on your team?
What's wrong with me?
What do you mean?
He intrigued me. I can't say. I have a good feeling about his capacity. Now, the bird. I can go with that, but he seems rather set on keeping him with her. Her with him.
I'm certain about his capability, but I'm uncertain as to where he will use that capability.
What do you mean?
Am I hearing this or no?
You can get closer.
Can I sneak closer? I don't want them to know.
Stealth check.
Okay.
Why?
Perception, yeah.
Okay. 7.
It's 11.
11.
I don't know.
The bloodworth with the white hair. His eyes flick over to you, but he doesn't acknowledge your presence otherwise. My point is, we have a chance here, my friend. A chance to win the dragon's respect, provide accolades, and whatever gifts you wish to give us. I think that's a chance worth taking. And unfortunately, I can't have you taking the people I have deemed allies.
Fair enough. Fair. I suppose I would do the same if I were in your shoes, but
No, I don't doubt it.
yeah, good luck when he double crosses you.
Oh, he'll try. And he turns on his heel and walks.
I'm gonna stop him.
Oh.
Yes.
This poor guy.
How do I
get
it? Yes. How do I submit an application?
Oh wow. Oh wow.
Abella, what were you doing?
He
Just watching over you.
he looks you up and down. You don't look to be in the prime of your shape, my friend.
I'm still a very good archer.
Turns around, gestures to looks to be a collection of hay bales off the side of one of the
Come on, give me a better target than that.
What?
We can make it a little bit better than that.
Oh, I know. There's a little statue I set up on the top.
Do I see it?
Then you see there's a statue on top, and there's actually a couple of arrows that are surrounding
Alright,
it.
let's go.
Make an attack roll.
I'm gonna use Planner Guardian, which is my background feature for the thing.
Okay. What does that visually entail?
It's just me aiming really, really well. Yeah. I like pull out my longbow, which is really slung over my back or something. Just draw it, and then like freeze. And then like all the silver around my left arm, which is the one holding the bow, just like kind of lights up a little bit. As I'm gonna get 25 to hit for 20 damage.
Does that hit the hay bale?
So I think what happens is you this like you unhold this like massive bow, but pull back unwavering, goes straight off. Not only does it go straight into the statue, but the force of it like knocks the hay bale off, and it the bloodborne blinks. Well, that was unexpected. You're in. Meet at 17B.
Okay.
I'm expecting you, and if you have any more of those bows, I'd like to see the design.
It's the arm.
Alright, well, it was worth a shot. And then he walks off. And none of you follow me! Pantheons.
Follow him.
Oh wow.
Okay. With that, I think it'd be good to get a little, like, just summary of what happened so far. So you were looking to recruit this group of people, but instead they all went and joined the other
That is
Bloodborns.
We have failed in trying to recruit people.
Sir, why?
Why?
What can I say?
Well, with that, I think we'll cut to you all walking to your you getting your assigned rooms from the very weary-looking scribes who are like looking back at the blood wardens who are all like kind of talking together like a little boisterously.
Actually, can I do one thing before that?
What do you want to do?
As like they were talking, I handed Eggberta some like little contraptions I made, like little toys. For you to play with.
Okay, perfect.
I'm adding that to my inventory.
And you once your rooms, they're these big tents with pallets set on the ground, equal spacing, in small chests for to put your possessions in, and with that, we go to bed. It is a bright day when you all awake to the sound of chiming bells. You were woken up beforehand by a hairy-dung scribe. Looked like hadn't gotten any sleep at all. And you were brought into the elevated platform along with the rest of the blood wardens who were arrived. And one of them is set to ringing the bell to wake up the rest of the participants. As the groups file, oh yeah.
Am I considered a participant or?
Yes. Technically, you're considered a participant who has been recruited into his group.
Oh.
Lovely, we love that. I am screwed.
So actually, as you're doing this, you're kind of looking around it. You're a little bleary-eyed because it was a long night. But you notice that at the back, it's sitting at a desk and writing something is the dragon, who appears to have gotten here before anyone woke up. All the bloodworms are keeping their space from him, but because he seems very intent on what he's writing. But the bells chiming and the participants are filing out into the central courtyard. Once everyone has assembled, the dragon stands up, folds a sheet of paper, hands it to one of the scribes next to him, takes it shakily, and he mutters something to her, and she scampers off. And then he steps up. He steps forward to the front of the stage. All the blood wardens part around him. Candidates, citizens of Ithaca, and fighters for the realm. It is now the morning of the first trial, where many of you will prove your worth to me, and many of you will fail. He raises his hand, and from his left one, there's sparks of what looks to be like an orange-red light before sanguine pours from his hand in a wave, flowing out over the crowd, more and more building up before it crashes down. Boom, boom, boom. Giant blocks or sheets, walls of sanguine that dig themselves into the ground and set themselves there. An entire maze forming from sanguine spread out over the whole big courtyard area. Once the maze completely completed, he waves his hand, his other hand, and seems like magic starts to curl and twist inside of it. He stretches out his hand, and from within the maze, you hear flashes of light and various things, and then bestial sounds coming from inside the maze. He seems to have added whatever creatures that participants will face while inside of it. Wow. What you see before you is your first challenge, and your first opportunity to prove yourselves. Blood Wardens, find your teams, go to the maze, and win my honor. He nods once and strides off stage. And suddenly anyone who's watching him would see his he reaches into his pocket, pulls out looks like a blinking sending stone, speaks into a second, opens a portal in the air and walks through before closes behind him.
Okay.
I have questions
Showtime.
about the maze. First of all, how tall are the walls?
Okay, so the walls are about 20 feet high.
20 feet high? Okay. Is there a roof?
No.
So you could just fly out.
Well, that's just as long as there's
Well,
no,
so
like,
sorry.
monsters or
You're not
barriers.
in the maze yet. So you guys are in a
So you
little
can fly up
courtyard.
and see the right.
You guys are in a courtyard, and then the big big like sand area. That was where the he put all the sand plates.
So you can just fly up and see the path, right?
Ideally, unless there's something we don't know yet in place.
Okay.
But, okay.
Can I get a decent idea of the group of people we're in? Because I'm assuming we're not the only members on its
No,
task
so
force.
as you move to 17B, the 1017B, you see that I'm going to remember his name. Give me a second. Banham.
Venom?
yeah.
That's a
Pretty good-
cool
that's a pretty
name.
good name.
No, that's
Worth
all.
remembering.
So you see that he's talking to what looks to be a group of just very intimidating people. There's one he looks to be like he's tall, either not fully human, but he's very tall and has a giant muscular build. Wearing a great sword that he has strapped to his back. And
Orcish, or
what?
Like orcish? Or
Goliath.
Probably Goliath.
Okay.
Yeah. Based off his appearance, and two spears strapped behind it. There's one a woman with close cropped black hair and a cape that's blowing out. She's carrying a staff that has lines of looks to be like a red plant growing down the whole thing. It's twisted into formed and curls into a black mass at the end. And the last one is another dwarf, who's like in his full chain armor with metal plates strapped on, and like this very ornate helmet that does not match the rest of his armor. It has that like winglets that go off to the side and a full faceplate that he has up at the moment.
Awesome. I walk confidently, like I deserve to be there, and I head up to Venom, and I say hello.
I follow.
So you did show up, and you actually so you're going with him.
It might be a good thing that we did. If it's a maze, then I feel like Eggberta over here will be pretty decent at that.
That's true. I didn't expect your expertise to come in so early, but hey, I
Physics.
certainly won't complain.
I'm also good at keeping directions straight.
Let's go.
You see that a couple of your classmates have all four of them have gone to this one group with looks like he's an older like kind of hunched over blood warden.
It's a grandpa.
But you two are standing alone.
Lovely.
Do we see an exit?
What?
Do we see an exit?
An exit to the maze?
No, the exit.
Just to leave.
Yeah. Yeah.
So there's netted poles, so you guys can break through if you tried. But
We always have a backup plan.
I mean, let's not break like the thing the dragon himself created.
Yeah, good point.
I feel like even if we somehow manage to do it, we'll just trigger him even worse.
You're right. So, only option to win is to win, man.
How?
Are you guys near us?
Good question.
You can always come to our side.
Would we do that though?
I mean, you could.
I mean, I'm sticking with you.
Yeah. Thanks.
Yeah.
Okay. So there are already teams venturing into the maze, hesitantly holding their weapons at the ready as they turn corners and leave, their foots thudding on the sand and disappearing into the maze.
Does the Aarakocra group look like they're gonna go?
They're anxiously looking around, but the old blood warden's like ushering them forward, and like into the maze. None of them seem to realize that they can fly, so they're just sort of like walking along, like, oh, this is great.
There's a penguin Aarakocra in the group.
Flightless Aarakocra.
Exactly. Yes. The groups are dwindling, and soon there's only several other groups left.
Yeah.
Besides you guys, what do you do?
So what's the place? So what's the plan, boss man?
Well, I suppose now we do have one of the members who can fly. Will do a little scouting for us. I don't suppose your friends have thought that they even use the natural born advantages, but what do I know?
Oh yeah, Jamie's afraid of heights.
Wow. I count you don't have the same disability?
No, she's pretty good at flying. She has her flyer's license.
Yeah, I do. I pulled it out.
Yes, well, look up in the air, see what you find, and we'll make our choice based on that.
Okay.
Okay.
Are we in the maze right now?
No, you guys are towards the entrance. He's like leaning up against the one of the walls.
Okay.
Can I do
The
that
guy
right now?
cannot stand up. He requires a pillar.
He just needs to be eating an apple constantly.
Yeah.
So you're looking out over the make a perception check.
24.
Sick.
24. Okay.
Sick.
I
Yeah.
have
So
proficiency.
you see over the maze. You see that there's a couple of participants out there. They're completely split up. The maze seems like very intricately designed to like try to separate people as much as possible.
Cool.
But there's so there are various patches of what look to be undead roving the maze. With in the very middle, there's one giant hulking form. Let's say I want to say like if he's like hunched over and his like hands are on the ground. It looks vaguely humanoid, but it's about 20 feet long.
Wait, say that apart again?
So it's an undead figure. He's like, hunched over the ground, but like if you look down over him, it's like 20 feet long.
Ooh.
Yeah.
And what's the goal again? What was the goal that was assigned to us?
The goal was was just to reach end of the maze.
Oh, reach the end. What's
yeah.
the end?
Well, so it's one side entrance and then one side's the exit.
Okay, it has an exit.
Yeah.
Okay.
Is that just
Alright.
we go in the middle? Or...
Eggberta, tell me everything. Everything you saw.
So we got maze and there's like undead going around it.
Can she relay like?
There's
Oh,
like
she relates the whole the basic layout of the maze.
That's
Okay.
really good to
Okay,
know, actually.
no.
Does it look like
It gets
there
better.
are any doors that need to be broken down?
There are some that look to be obstacles, but like they're rather than doors, it's usually like traps or puzzles.
It gets better.
Okay.
You gain the following benefits from traveling for an hour or more. Your group can't become lost except by magical means.
Well, we have to travel for an hour.
It's a big maze.
I mean, I get
There's like combat and stuff. You gotta
But
slow
is
down.
the maze magical?
Well, like magical as in like enchantment, like weird location stuff.
Okay.
Because we have the exact layout.
It's true.
Yeah, but I guess that's just
Okay.
our contingency plan in case we are stuck for longer than we need to be.
I guess you would know the exact path to get the exit. Okay.
We have multiple ways to know.
I will say that in order to get to the exit, you have to pass through the center big ring.
Okay,
I'm
cool.
fine with that.
Okay.
Yeah.
We're going to the center.
Let's go.
Okay. So at this point, I am going to generate randomly see if you guys encounter enemies and what kind they are. So.
Okay. Uh-oh.
I don't know if that's good or
I
bad
would
for
like
us.
to be flying.
I don't know if that's good or bad for us.
Okay. So I need to roll save for you guys.
Oh wait, are we in the maze right now?
Oh yeah. Have you guys entered yet?
Do we even have?
You guys are gonna two-man the maze.
That's what's gonna be the plan.
Question.
Yeah.
I have Storm Whip. Can I get it up there and then you can climb it up and then you will hold the rope to pull me
So
up?
instead of
Yeah.
so
So I hold it
instead
there.
of pulling someone to you, you want to conjure thorns, pull yourself up.
Not entirely. It's just there.
That's true. Okay, I'm gonna need you to make an Arcana check.
Oh, okay, great.
DC 14.
Let's also
19.
fly.
19.
No!
Okay, so you know that you can conjure like a not necessarily a rope, but using sanguium, you can conjure like a line of a vine of thorns you guys can use as handholds to climb up to the top of the wall.
Before, as we're at the top of the maze, I'm gonna use False Life
Okay.
on myself. 7 bonus HP. Okay.
7 bonus HP is actually really huge.
It is really
On
good.
level 1.
Yeah.
Oh, for sure.
Mhm.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, so you're on top of the wall. You can.
I mean, we can see a little bit, I suppose, but not a whole lot.
Yeah, but you can also just kind of walk
On top.
over it.
Yeah.
Big brain.
So they've won.
Flying
Oh
enemy.
my gosh, these dice are cursed.
For you or us.
What is it? Not one?
Yeah.
Oh,
Okay,
L?
thank goodness.
Okay.
We're winning!
L?
So you're in front, I'm behind
Okay,
you.
for okay.
Luck is a skill.
Actually, no, I should be in front.
Okay. I need both of you to make acrobatics checks.
Acrobatic.
In diameter. In
Wait,
width.
Oh my gosh!
Oh
That
no.
I'm
I
sorry.
hope you got Featherfall.
Ooh.
17.
I did not bring it out with me.
17.
You asked her.
Okay,
about
so-
I mean, seriously, I already have a rope, so I can just pull it back up.
Yeah, you can just point it back out.
You're just gonna take a couple of damage on the way
That's
down.
fine. I got
Okay,
it.
It's
so-
20 feet.
20
It's
feet
only
is 2d6.
Oh, okay.
So you guys you're walking along the wall. You see one group rushing by, being pursued by a single zombie. And then suddenly you look over. You see that there's undead flying, but you stumble back. Ars pinwheeling. You take 9 damage.
9 oh my
That's
god.
almost. That
But-
is
but-
more than your temp health.
Glad you did false life.
I'm glad I did Pulse Life!
Suddenly the ground. Oh, it hurts as heck. Like you just backland on the sand from 20 feet in the air. That's gonna knock the wind out of you for sure. But you're not unconscious, which is good.
That's good.
Thanks for the protective sphere of energy that you cast on yourself.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, I don't have 50 feet or whatever, so I suppose
Yeah.
just throw down.
I dust myself
Get her
up,
up,
and
yeah.
then climb back up.
Yeah.
Cutting back to the other group.
Yes.
Alright.
Okay, so so Venom is leading the way. His 3 companions seem like just like silently, just like following him. What?
No, it's just like interesting.
They're where are you in the line going through this maze?
I'm kind of like in the middle at the minute.
Okay, so you guys are walking along and maybe discussing like your strategies or what you plan to do with the combat does fight. When around the corner, you see a single skeleton. He's holding a bone. I want all you 3 to roll initiative. And the rest of your party seems rather unfazed.
I will
Advantage.
go last.
Nat 20.
Nat 20?
So I have advantage, and I rolled a 1 and a 4, so I'm at an
8.
Eight.
I got nat 1.
Nat 1.
Nat 20.
So I will
Oh
go
my
last.
So it's you, then Venom and his entourage, then you, and then you.
8. Okay.
Cool.
Poor skeleton.
Yeah.
For one
Okay.
skeleton.
Nice.
Okay, Eggberta.
Thorn rip time.
What do you want to do?
How far is the skeleton? Distance?
Like 20 feet away.
Okay, I'm gonna fly so I'm ideally 20 feet above the skeleton.
Mhm.
And then I'm gonna use Thorn Whip.
Okay. If you can you tackle?
Let's see.
So you throw your hand forward and then as vines of thorns burst out from your
Uh-oh.
from your hand and reach down to ensnare the skeleton.
8.
8 does not hit.
Damn.
And she just like reaches up and just like whacks away with his bow like.
Sadness. Okay.
He's like trying to say something, but he can't through because he has lack of lungs.
Okay, then I'm gonna drop oil on him and then call it a day.
Oil.
Oil. Flask of
Okay,
oil.
make it roll D20 roll. No modifiers.
18.
Oh yeah. Okay.
Yeah, that's good.
So
Of course.
you heard.
Better than the 2.
Okay. What? Okay, so you were 30 feet above him.
Yeah.
And that was like less
This
than.
is like a small flask.
Okay, so less than half. So it wouldn't do any damage. But you,
If anybody got fire
Yeah, I
and
think
wanted help,
it lights and does mechanical effects if he gets hit with fire.
yes.
Yeah.
So he scratches that. He seems to be like trying to get the oil out of his throat. Okay. Next up is Venom. He's gonna stride forward with a smirk and do his conjured weapon. He reaches his hand outside as a blade forms in his hand. Took a standard lawn sword with a rippling edge. He's gonna make an attack roll against the skeleton and miss. So he reaches out, but he just looks back at his friends and he swings. So he totally cuts over the head of the skeleton. He goes, oh damn.
Skeleton.
And then it is the
Other three, I guess.
I think actually instead of attacking, they look like at you guys and they stand to the side. It seems to be holding their action to gauge how well you take this challenge.
Oh. Okay.
It is now your turn.
Skeleton hasn't acted yet?
No.
Great. I'm gonna attack it. Regular, no sharpshooter. Shit. 19 to hit.
With your bow, you flex your metal arm and release an arrow. It's fighting against one of the skeleton's vertebrae. 11 damage. You like. I think what happens is that you knock out one of his vertebrae just like straight from the back, and the rest of his skeleton spine just falls. So then where exactly that was. But he seems like super unstable as his entire top half is like constantly on the edge of falling off. Then the skeleton axe. It's gonna use the action to fire its short bow towards you, Eggberta. That's a 6 to hit.
Does not.
So you effortlessly fly all the way as an arrow. Thud. And the arrow thuds in the sand.
Nice job, Eggberta.
And then
I stick out my tongue at it.
so that seems to mollify him actually. Next up is Daros, right?
Okay, cool. I strode out, not super close to him, like maybe 20 feet away, and I'm just going to, just clap my hands together. I'm just gonna Eldritch Blast this guy.
You bring your hands together, and a concentrated line of energy blasts forward, streaking shadow in its wake as it moves towards skeleton.
Also, I want it, at the head of it is like a draconic head, reaching to take a bite out of this guy.
Okay, so it's a slight gasp accompanies this wave of force comes out from your hands, and make an attack roll. 11 to hit.
Yeah.
11 does not hit. The skeleton holds his buckler, and the dragon head splashes against it, bursting into smoke that drifts up.
Oh, he's stuck.
Did he just curse you out and undead or something?
I think he's double dead at this point.
Yeah,
Undead.
he's about to become double dead.
Next up, Eggberta, you're up.
Yeah, okay. I'm gonna... Wait, would lighting a torch count as an action?
It's interact with the object, so yeah.
Okay.
It's an object interaction?
What?
Object interaction?
Yeah.
I think you get one of those for free per turn.
Oh really?
I believe so.
Okay, then yeah, you could light it and then you could still open it your normal action.
Okay.
I'll say it's a bonus action.
Okay, I'm gonna light it for my bonus action, drop it as my free action.
You can drop his free action, but you won't be able to aim. You can attack, in which case you add your attack modifier, which is Dex. I guess.
No, I still want to do Thorn Whip.
Okay.
I'm gonna still do.
Okay, so roll d20.
7.
7 does not hit. So what happens is so thuds to the ground, and there's this burning torch.
Okay.
Next to the ground, the skeleton backs up.
Okay.
Thorn Whip.
Alright, dude.
Okay, and then make your attack roll.
30-20.
Okay. Dirty 20, that hits. Roll for damage.
2, but then the enemy's also pulled into the air because it is Thorn Whip. So 1d6 for fall damage.
Okay, roll for fall damage.
8 total.
Okay, so what happens is these vines reach on the ground, snap out the skeleton. As he's tumbling in the air, and then falls. And you hear his head crunch. The helmet dents in. His skull shatters. And he bounds to the ground.
He's done?
Dead.
Sick.
Victory is yours, but the challenges are not over yet. Cutting back to you two. You were walking over the walls until you eventually get to a point where you actually can't get any further through the maze unless you jump over a gap.
Lovely.
Do you have any solutions to getting across?
Is there wait, like, do you mean by we jump towards the other wall, or like do we just jump down?
You can jump down if you want, but you could jump if you somehow get across to another wall, then you have an option. Because like if you look at it like a maze, it might not all walls are connected. So if you want to get across, you're either have to go all the way around the very edges of the arena, or just get to another wall.
Do you have anything to help us get across?
How far across is it?
Yeah.
How far?
How far?
Yeah.
It is about 10 feet.
Okay. I have 50 feet of rope, and I also have a smith's tool and a mason's tool. So can I mage hand the rope to the other side, and then also mage hand to like nail it down with?
Can I assist in that then?
How are you assisting?
I also have my hand.
Okay, so I think what's happening is
With
that
both, you can make a full person.
so you guys might practice maneuver as like lab partners. What you do is that you each like So you obviously with I keep forgetting your character's name. Apologies.
Kalmir.
Kalmir.
Yeah.
Kalmir throwing out his hand, summoning that the
Can I describe it?
yeah, go for it.
Yeah. So I guess how do I get the blood to begin with? I guess.
You can just pour a little bit of one of your vials onto
I actually
it.
don't have it.
Oh, did you not bring it with you?
Well, I was supposed to have it, but I suppose when I exited my lab, I forgot to bring it in a hassle. So right now I only have the ceremonial dagger.
Okay. Well,
I suppose I could just cut myself.
I also have a dagger if you need it.
Would you say that he has some blood? I mean, like, is that a standard thing to carry?
it's the same thing to carry blood, but it was part of. So it was in the class description. You can either choose a ceremonial dagger or blood.
Yeah,
Okay, gotcha.
that's I meant to put like blood down, but like I made a mistake on it. I mean, I guess I'm committing to it now.
Okay, so you cut yourself 1d4 damage.
Let's hope I don't get a freaking 4. Yeah, of course I got a 4.
Okay, so
Yeah,
take
every
4.
single time I don't need to roll high. I roll high.
All right, so take 4 damage, and now you can cast Bloodward spells into your next long rest.
Yes. So essentially, Sanguinium kind of pours out of my hand, and remember I have that kind of dangling glove. It fills into the glove and just kind of like fulfills it. And the glove,
Use
and
your
the
glove as a
flies
mold.
away.
You reach in, form his hand, comes out,
Yep.
and then you send it forward. So
Yep.
through the air. What does your mage hand look like?
I essentially just extend my arm, and from my hand, a dark, demonic purple comes out, and goes forward. I just hand I'm not throwing it, because I know I have to roll for that. I just hand my tools and begin
Nailed
the
it.
process.
So you carrying the tools, and the other carrying the rope. You guys move across the thing. Once you get the rope secured, move back over. Well, I guess you can just do that manually.
Yeah.
Well,
The sanguinium, you cannot pierce it. But what you can do is tie it to the various like uneven forms of the
okay.
of the top of these walls.
Yeah, sure.
Okay. So now you have to tightrope walk across.
I mean, well, to be fair, we have more than just 10 feet of rope, so I suppose we can just do it alone and just walk.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay, so you want to go back and forth, back and forth?
Yeah, I mean, we can.
Yeah.
If we want to waste our rope.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. So you do that. So once you move across, make an acrobatic check with advantage.
Okay, great. 17.
Finally a high roll.
Hey.
I'm so sorry.
The dice helped.
As
I fell down. Don't die.
wait, hold on. Okay. Okay. As you finally get across, okay, you take 3 damage. As an arrow shoots across from beneath inside the maze. You see what looks to be like a pair of zombies. One of them has taken the bow of a fallen a skeleton and it shoot up. You.
Okay,
Most of shooting past you, but one clips you on the arm, and you take 3 damage.
Okay, fair.
Roll for initiative.
Roll for initiative. Okay. 19.
13.
Okay. 19, 13, and so it's gonna be Kalmir.
Wait, I got 19.
Yeah.
Sorry. So it's gonna be
Abella.
Abella, Kalmir, and then the zombies.
Okay.
How? Yeah.
Is there just one zombie or how many?
2.
2. Okay.
How far away are they even?
Yeah.
They're right below you, so 20 feet down.
Okay. I will. I'll cast Firebolt. 14.
14 hits.
Okay. And then that is a 10. 8 fire damage.
Okay. It takes 8.
And if it's combustible, it ignites.
Oh, okay. It's not combustible at the moment. I think like what happens is that you hit it with this bolt of fire. It catches in one of his lungs. He's as he's groaning at you. There's like fire coming out through his mouth as he's trying to speak. So okay, it's your turn now.
I only have 1 attack spell, which is Storm Whip, so I'm just going to do that.
Okay, against the one he damaged or the one he didn't.
Let's say the one that's already damaged, hoping that I can just end it.
Okay.
That's a 7.
7 does not hit.
Yeah,
I will. So you throw forward your sanguine. Brush your hand, riding towards, and then flinging into the ground. The zombie.
It's just a cage. It's just a cage. It's right in the dead center. Nothing happens.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He seems confused at the appearance of this thing, but it's now his turn, and he's going to begin climbing up the sanguine that you left from the attack of the thorn whip.
I thought Thorn kind of goes away by itself.
It does, but it takes a round.
Okay, fair.
Ooh, lovely.
So as you, he has a climb speed of halved. That's 10 feet. He can get halfway up.
Okay.
Now he falls.
I mean,
He's taking damage.
At the beginning of your next turn.
I mean,
The other one pulled his bow. God damn. Okay, 18 hit.
well, yeah.
An arrow thuds into you for
Oh yeah, I'm dead.
7 damage.
Oh yeah, yeah, I'm dead.
Yikes.
Dead?
Okay.
No, he's down.
No,
He's
no,
down.
down by 2.
So the arrow I think hits you right in the
no.
right
Yeah,
in the
I'm
oh heck. The arrow hits. Okay, make one more acrobatic check to not fall off the ledge.
Please make this.
13.
Please.
Are we possibly nearby?
No,
No,
sorry.
it doesn't matter.
Okay.
Yeah.
This is gonna be Dice of Doom roll.
Dice of 2?
Yes, I blatantly copied it from Dimension
From
20.
literally Dimension 20?
Yes. I didn't bring the dice. Okay, I'm just roll out in the open. Okay. Usually this
Where's-
would be this
wait,
usually
wait.
this would be a big fancy dice, but
Yeah.
instead we have this one. So on a roll of 14 or higher, you fall.
Mhm.
On a roll of 13 or lower, you succeed
Yeah,
and you
yeah,
fall
yeah.
on the ledge. Okay.
Okay, good.
Whatever.
That's a 3.
3. Okay. So
Okay.
you thud backward with the arrow sticking in your chest, and then you have enough presence of mind to turn to the side and then fall onto the
Roll.
your arms are dangling off.
Yep.
And you
Wait.
fall unconscious.
Does
That-
that Sanguinium disappear?
Yeah, I was going to ask that.
It does. It,
That's good for me.
it does at the beginning of your next turn.
Okay, fair.
Okay.
So
I'm up next.
yeah.
Okay. Remind me again about like how explosive is alloy, or like if I were to chuck
It
it.
is reactive, but it needs to like have something to react with.
Okay, so like if like say I chuck it and then I use like fireball on it, it would.
Yeah, that would be pretty reactive.
Okay. But that would be like my action, right, to throw it.
I mean, you can just drop it on the ground.
Okay, that's actually really difficult. You need. I think it would be a bonus action to throw if you don't aim.
Oh, throw once.
Okay. So, okay, so you had to throw without aiming it, and then you roll it straight to 20 and see how close it lands. Then.
Okay, I'll do that then.
Okay.
Are you kidding? One.
That one.
Yeah.
Right on me.
You take one of your chunks of alloy ore, and you go to throw it. But it slips out of your hand before you complete the motion, and then it thuds this to the ground behind the wall.
Oh.
That's fine.
You still have your action. What do you want to do?
That is completely fine. I don't care. We got more from where that came from. I'm just gonna use another what's it? Firebolt on the archer.
On the archer?
Yes.
'Kay.
8.
Fire. Hits the ground next to the archer.
Oh my god, are you guys gonna make it?
I blame you. This is your fault.
Okay. Your next turn, so it's your turn. Sanguine disappears. The as a sanguine dissolves in the air. The zombie falls. Takes 3 damage. He starts stalking towards off this side. That's gonna be 20 feet of movement. Okay. Your turn. Make a death saving throw.
Alright. Well, that's a 9.
Okay, mark a failure.
Yeah, no, question. Do
Yeah.
I get to speak though?
You can speak you can speak like barely in code.
Well, yeah, okay, yeah. I suppose I'm just trying to convey the message to you, like, just go leave me alone.
I wouldn't do that.
I mean, I know that's what I'm telling you.
No, I stay and fight.
Okay. Can all of you make luck check for me? So just straight d20s.
Okay.
9.
9, 10,
5.
5.
Oh god.
Okay.
I'm the luckiest one here.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm
Next
destined
up,
to
it's
die.
Zombie's turn to take a archery shot at you.
Please be loud.
That's gonna be a 7 to hit.
It doesn't hit.
Arrows whiz past. Next up is you.
Okay. I'll do the same thing again. Try to throw an alloy.
Okay. Make a d20 roll.
Just so no modifiers.
Right.
2. Yeah.
Okay, so if we try 20 times,
Pick
we're
up a
fine.
chunk and you throw it forward, but it just thuds to the ground. It's like off to the side. And it's not in range enough to make a viable explosion.
Okay.
Unfortunately.
Firebolt again on the archer.
Both hands forward, throwing forward a blast of flame.
Okay, 16.
That's doable.
16.
Ain't no
16 hits, and roll for damage.
Okay. 7.
Okay, so 7. This is against the archer?
Yes.
Okay.
Does the bow light on fire?
What?
Does the bow light on fire, perhaps?
The boat?
The
bow.
That'd be a nat 20 on that. That would, sorry.
Pain. I had to ask.
Okay. Next up is
That's
you.
it, I know.
Make a death saving throw.
Yeah. Well, 15.
Okay.
15. So mark success. I don't know if make a luck check.
Okay.
15.
9.
9.
Okay.
Perception or luck?
This is luck.
It's just luck.
Next up is the zombies. One of them's wandering. It looks like in a random direction. The other one's still taking shots at you. 5 to hit.
Does not hit.
Okay. Now it's your turn.
Okay.
How much alloy do we have to begin with? That's my question.
I'm not gonna throw more. We should save. I mean,
You
try
just use a
taking
small
the
bag
one
of
in front
chunks.
of you?
yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Could you take the one in front of you?
No, it's 20 feet down.
It's
Oh.
down.
This is like a life or death scenario. I'm fine with using one more.
Wait a minute. So this was right after Mage Hand they Mage Handed stuff out, right? Like
Yeah.
they started. Your Mage Hand might still be out.
Oh, that's true.
You could just
Thank you.
You didn't dismiss it.
Last
I
minute.
never-
Last
Yeah.
I never dismissed it.
What's
Okay.
the- what's the
Yeah.
range?
It's.
It lasts a minute, range 30 feet, so it can be
Oh,
within 30 feet of you. at
Okay,
any
so the
point
one
in time.
that fell,
Yeah.
the two.
You can move that as bonus action. Yeah.
Yeah, I'll move it as a bonus action.
Dragging along the ground next to the. Looks down at the thing beside it. Make an attack roll to firebolt it.
Yep, of course.
No.
That's a 7.
Oh, okay. Not
Oh
a
wait,
one.
no.
Oh, you were looking at the
Please tell me it's
Oh. Bestie, get new dice. That's criminal.
So unfortunately,
I've got a duck dice
I
and a
think
tiny
it-
dice.
I think it's just done.
what's
I think
I'm
you're-
blowing us up.
so what's gonna happen? The alloy is reactive, but it's unpredictable. It often has weird magical effects, and when you shoot it, yes, it could explode. It's the most common effect, but sometimes other things happen.
Please,
No.
just
Is it
Um,
wild magic?
something weird.
Not wild magic. It never produces more energy than it takes in, but sometimes it redirects that energy.
Oh,
Make a dex saving throw.
Oh no!
I'll use a different dice.
Use the
Please
potato
tell me
one.
it's not another one.
6.
Okay.
What's your spellcasting modifier?
Spellcasting modifier. 5 or spellcasting modifier.
Like how much damage do you add to it?
5, so
You don't
3.
add damage to most cantrips.
You mean
I'm
DC
sorry.
or-
Yes, you're right. Take 9 damage.
No!
Oh, that's.
And-
Oh no.
Are you down?
Yes, I'm down.
Okay.
You have 9 HP, don't you?
Yeah,
Yeah,
exactly
that was the
not.
Now
perfect
here's the-
amount.
Oh gosh, make an acrobatics check.
That's not the word.
And maybe another.
Oh,
dice
God.
Oh, it's a 50-50.
Oh
There you go.
no.
Oh,
That's a 7. That's a
Seven?
7.
Okay.
That's a 7.
So you
I mean, this doesn't exactly help us.
so what
At
happens?
least we're not immediately dying.
So what happens is you throw the both fire, and there's a moment of panic as you realize, okay, it's not exploding. What's gonna happen? Right at your at your face, fire wash over you. Feel a intense burst of heat, and suddenly, and you start to black out. It's a twist. Make sure you don't fall back against the wall.
Lovely.
Okay.
Damn, y'all just wiped.
Can I roll for perception?
Are we can we help at all?
One more luck check for everyone.
Okay. You choose. Which one should
I got a 14.
14.
I'm not choosing.
You see 16.
18.
18. You notice the yells are coming from here, and you look over it, and I assume you ask Eggberta to check out what's happening, because it seems to come from one wall over.
Hey, Eggberta, can you fly up real quick and see if anyone is dying?
Got you.
Thank you.
Okay, here's what's gonna happen. You fly up. You see these two, the Blood Warden and the I'm sorry, what class are you?
Artificer?
The Artificer, unconscious on the ground. One's bleeding from one of their chest, the other one has like a totally burned face.
Yikes.
I'm really like Zuko now, huh?
Okay.
Now you can get over there
I'm honestly down.
in one round. Each of them gonna take one more death saving throw. But I'm gonna need you to. Do you have anything that can help them?
I have cure wounds.
Okay, so you need to cast it once per round. So
I'm gonna go for...
you fly over. Each of you make a death saving throw.
Okay.
Can I attempt to climb the wall?
Oh,
There's
wow.
nothing really to grab onto.
Okay.
I failed.
Well, I fail.
Oh.
Okay, so you've two
As long as it's
failures.
not
Still
now.
get a
Failure.
1.
Okay,
You know what's gonna happen.
Bro, please.
so you see this the Blood Warden. He's twitching. This arrow sticking out of him is it's going in the air with this like old fletching deep in his chest. You can cast Cure Wounds on one of them, but then they're gonna have whoever, and obviously
4.
Oh,
whoever doesn't is gonna have to make another death saving throw.
This Eggberta,
I'm gonna...
yell, hey, what's happening?
Dying people!
Oh, Lamau, help them.
Well, now I'll help them.
Okay, I'm gonna try... Shoot,
Just
what's
a
your...
D8 plus 4.
Okay.
And
Cure
neither of them are super damaged, so it should be...
Who
That
be
plus
on
4 is
it?
enough.
9.
Well, okay, so you heal, you heal Kalmir. You gas awake. Your chest re-knits. The arrow pops out. There's a little bit like still stuck into you, but you are alive, and the blood covering you is not drained enough to kill you.
Okay,
You
sorry.
feel why regenerating.
Sorry, how much was that again?
It's
9.
9. Okay.
So you're back to 7.
No, we don't do negative in 5e.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
That was a special rule that I
Wait,
played
so
with.
how much am I now? 9?
9.
Yeah.
Okay. Wait, no, wrong.
Just
Make
don't
a
roll a
dex saving
nat
throw.
1.
Okay.
So here's the thing: if you get a nat 1,
I'm dead.
you're dead.
Yes.
Bestie.
12.
Oh, God.
Okay.
Oh, my
Success.
God.
Okay.
I'm just gonna not have spell slots after this.
Yeah, level
That's
1 you
worth
get
it.
2.
Ready?
Yeah.
11.
11. Okay.
11 health? That's amazing.
I'm back to full now.
You're back. It's
So-
like
so
you never
again,
died.
your skin re-knits over your face, healing up. You gasp awake.
Did it leave a scar?
Leave sorry.
Yeah, it's pretty gnarly too.
Ooh! Hell yeah!
There's like just like a curved like scar of like burning coming up from your chin over your eye and up to your
That's
forehead.
right.
Hell yeah!
That's pretty sick.
That's awesome.
So this is where the fire was at.
Now, this is where we're gonna end this session, halfway through Trial 1, and well on your way to accomplishing potentially great things, and perhaps winning this grand race. We
Hopefully
will
not
continue this story in 2 weeks. Please, all you wonderful viewers, thank you for making this possible. And of course, please feel free to tune in for next week for Session 2 of Group 1, and the week after that for Session 2 of Group 2. Thank you so much for tuning in to Arcane Crysters. We're so lucky to have you, and I hope that you have a wonderful night.
Wow.
Bye.